until after you had said that.
Yeah.
It was
surprise.
It was loading, so I don't think that was picked up. But goddamn.
Hey.
No, I just got the notification you're live. We're good.
People of chat you don't want to know. Don't worry about it.
Oh, man.
Arcane
What's up,
Dragonbot
man?
has decided to post twice.
I know one thing I've been wondering is when they're going to start making the Hello Boss episode. Not Hello Boss, Has-Been Hotel show start.
Still having
When I'm 48.
issues? Question mark. I guess would be the nice way to put it.
Oh yeah.
I haven't heard
Speaking
the
of
specifics,
issues-
but... Oh, yes?
I was gonna say, speaking of issues, Rabbit, I'm sure you saw this. What Bosco posted about the video game strike happening now.
There's a strike
Oh,
in
yeah.
video games now?
Yes.
Yeah,
some,
After's movie, the strike against video game companies now too.
Where did
Well-
you talk about this? Was it in the multiverse?
It was in the multiverse. They got the approval to do it. It doesn't mean that they will yet, but Take-Two Interactive is one of the companies that they're striking at. So if it does result in a strike, M&W will probably have to be on hiatus as a result. Especially considering Ed is a voice actor and he's on SAG, and he would probably, he would be able to run it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Draco, just know, if Snack dies, I'm bringing in Alistair.
Oh God.
Where exactly did he post this at? Because I'm trying to find this post.
That's the M&W announcements, I think.
I will say, in some good news in regards to all strikes, the Writers Guild might be
That's
coming
it.
to a agreement.
Yep, we were talking about that last night, actually.
Mm-hmm. I've got a
Now-
buddy that's an actor that's
Yeah.
been keeping
That's it.
those particular informations up for during his streams. And he had made mention that the video game industry might be going to strikes as well, possibly. Particularly mocap.
I'm
Interesting.
going to say this right now, if it does happen. And I want this to be made clear to everybody, in the chat especially.
Mm-hmm.
If someone is not aware of this, do not spam them if they're playing a game that's under the... that is technically under the boycott. If they're playing it for their own personal benefit, it's not against the strikers. Make that clear now.
Mm-hmm.
Although, in another
Personal-
thing, if anybody wants to send me a list of what games are on the list so I can stream them and really game the viewership of people coming just to yell at me, but it still works for the algorithm, just send it to me.
You know, when you
Here-
put it that
here-
way...
Can I just say, let's not have this a repeat of Hogwarts Legacy.
Oh
Yeah.
making anything cringe is just stupid because of that, Wizard Games sold more than Elden Ring 2-1.
Wow.
And the thing is that was actually a really great game. I actually really enjoyed Hogwarts Legacy.
It's just the controversy just sold 2-1. That's what I'm saying.
See,
Yeah, it was,
here's my thing. Younger me would jump all over that game. But, like, I wouldn't want the people in my community and the internet abroad to think I support J.K. Rowling. So I'm like, you know what? I value them a lot more than I value this game.
I
I'm gonna give it
respect
one.
it.
I'm gonna give it one more year before somebody looks at my partner icon and goes, "Rabbit, how'd you get that?" And I go, "Skullduggery." Next question.
I respect your thoughts, Draco, but I have to point out, he makes barely anything off those games per sale.
But she still makes something. And I want her to get none of my money. So you can see the conundrum
And yet,
I'm in.
so punish the developers because they make the more money.
The developers aren't getting that much money either. That's why they're about to go striking.
Yeah, that's why there's a whole strike going on. For a
Oh
bunch
no,
of
A strike, one
completely
could say.
understand that.
Indeed.
I completely understand that and fully stand by them as someone who would like to be in a part of that industry.
Yeah, Insomniac is on that list, and Spider-Man 2 drops in a little under a month.
Oh yeah, people have already said that they're going to be like for that one.
I mean, I pre-ordered it, so we'll wait and see on release day if the strike is going on, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're all humans entitled to our own opinions, whether or not we believe that not playing a video game because of a strike or because of those personal opinions is effectively going to like create change is, you know, people believe that people can't.
You speak with your dollar. When it comes to things like that, you speak with your dollar.
Especially when
If you believe not buying a video game made by a company that is being striked against is going to create change, then more power to you.
I just play what I want to play. I don't give a fuck.
Me personally, a lot of these companies are so big that a single, $60 purchase probably isn't going to harm their bottom line unless enough people do it and it's noticeable.
It's true. But this is the internet age, and you can spread that around.
Yeah.
I'm just mostly waiting for the new Sword Art Online game to come out on October 5th.
I mean, look what happened with D&D Beyond. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
D&D and RIP 6th edition, or 1D&D is what it was called.
Whatever they're calling it this day and age, it shifts.
Oh no, 1D&D ain't happening anymore. That's dead.
Ah, good.
Yeah, like
The
we utterly
community
killed it because they're like,
has
yeah, no, this was a stupid idea.
1D&D. The D&D community has told Hasbro, "Fuck you," to the nth degree with 1D&D.
You know what I really love about this? Technically, it would have been 6th edition, and every even number of D&D, this seems to be a thing they try. Like, whenever we get an even number of D&D, they try to modernize it more, and it pisses everyone off.
It's almost like they don't learn from their past mistakes.
Yeah, funny,
Well,
huh?
Here's the thing about this one. I can't put Hasbro in its entirety at fault for this. I put the two people that were in charge of the whole process because they came from the video game industry.
Yeah.
Into tabletop. One of which was part of the team that created Farmville and all those other, pay-to-play kind of games. He brought that mentality into the tabletop industry, and they're like, yeah, let's do it this way and take out the human aspect, basically.
I mean, look, we already have an executive at Capcom saying that video games are priced too low.
He's not wrong, actually.
Yeah.
He's really, if you compare the price of video games back in like early 90s or even when they were first created, and you take their prices then and turn it to basically what it would be the equivalent today, video games would be are considered like less than half the price.
I mean,
their prices have not changed.
Can people afford higher prices? The common man who would be buying them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it seems like every generation of console that releases video game prices usually go up about $10.
That's been as of late, but
yeah, for the most part, since like the 90s, they've been like $40 to $60 for AAA rated games.
I think it was 50 when around the PS2 when the PS2 got released, and it stayed 50 into the 3, and then I think it went up to 60 when the 4 released.
The average, yes.
Average was like
the average price of video games, yes. Yeah, the average price increased up to 60 around the transition between PS3 and PS4.
Right.
Man, imagine walking into your local grocery store and they actually had a video game section and it was like a whole wall of shit that was in like a mirror cage. Now you walk in, now I just walk into my local Myers and it's like a very small little rack with mostly like digital vouchers for games. Most places rarely sell physical games anymore.
Alright, time to go grandpa mode for a second. Back in my day, when I went to the grocery store, there was a whole game section. And there was a demo screen with a little controller that was obviously attached so no one could take it, of course. And you could play demos of all sorts of PS2 games, and it was wonderful.
Don't forget, back in our day, also there was you went into a pizza place or a McDonald's. They usually had them there too.
I actually have a McDonald's that has an N64 in it.
That
Nearby.
is amazing.
It's still around?
Yes, I have one that's got an N64.
I know which one you're talking about. I'm like, oh my god, it's still there.
Oh my god. That's amazing.
Meanwhile, back in my day, you paid one price for your game. And that was it. It was the whole game. You didn't need to buy anything else. Now all these confangled microtransactions and pay-to-wins, battle passes, and...
I remember as a kid, we had a local restaurant called Bill Knapp's in Battle Creek, Michigan. And they actually had an arcade station that had Frogger on it.
Nice.
I think there's like a burger place near me that has like, hilariously enough, a Burger Time machine.
Oh, and for the young ones who didn't get to experience the whole, trial games at the Walmart and Target, be thankful because my neck still hurts from all those years of
Family Video. I just made somebody in chat feel old by saying that.
Blockbuster.
You made me feel low by saying that, Chaco, because I had one right next to my house in Kansas.
I had one in my hometown too. They were everywhere. We had one here in Kalamazoo for years before they all shut down.
Yeah, Blockbusters, Hollywood Video, Family Video.
Redbox.
Oh, those were the days.
I remember
Redbox
Hollywood
still
Video.
exists.
Yeah,
You can still
Redbox
see
do
Redboxes
exist.
at Walgreens and Walmarts.
But hey,
That's not there to me.
enough.
I mean, the concept is sadly like.
Yeah, I mean.
Anyways, D&D.
Yeah, I was about to say, enough strolling down
Onto a
memory
more
lane.
entertaining Funville.
Indeed.
Yay.
The people want a show. It is time for a heist.
Possibly.
Possibly. So, without further ado, ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between or outside of, I give you the host with the most attractive and well-spoken, magnificent clown in all the multiverse, the founder and creator of the Revelia, the one, the only, Heckna! Rolly-roon, everyone! Heckna here for my prodigious recap. When last we left the players, Snack Bluescale, the Drow Sorcerer, Lilith, the Tiefling Bard, Watcher, the Eladrin Cleric, Argyle, the Dragonborn Fighter, and Red Moonscream, the Human Rogue, not to mention Kardak, Skyscale, the Dragonborn Artificer. Argyle turned down my generous offer and was a little cross about me not telling him about Kardak and Mitchell. But honestly, how could I have known they were related, right? Anyway, Snack asked me to bring his sister and her fiancé into the Revelia, and if they kill him, I get my stick back. And if they die, I have to leave the stick with them. After our discussion, they began the search for things Olga needed for the new Cold Stone Screamery coaster. And they managed to do it with not a whole lot of difficulty. Look at our players go! They got a baby schnozzling at the souvenir shop. 2 creepy crawlies, 1 for free and 1 for 5 tickets. The fireball shot was probably the easiest, although Lilith managed to befriend a donkey and amalgamation at the petting zoo, as the shepherd got them a hoof for free! Although Lilith and Daisy the donkey bonding was admittedly adorable. After gathering everything, they turned it all into Olga in exchange for 50 red tickets, and asked for a look at the Eye of Heckna schematics. Going to need to talk to her about that? How will the players heist the Eye of the Eye of Heckna go? Let's find out! Take it away, Draco! Alright. Well, you heard the man. What's the plan? As I bring you off to the world map.
As we find ourselves hovering over the schematic as Olga has displayed it to us.
What do you think would be the best way to go down? I think... Red.
As
think-
Red just... Oh, go ahead.
Do you think going ahead and riding upon one of the cars on the top would get us closer to our destination?
Possibly. If not... I wonder how precarious it will be to climb upon the driving wheel, as it were. As he kind of looks at the schematics, he points at the drum that's kind of situated underneath the central hub of the wheel.
Actually, you know what? Let me take you to the map of the wheel, because that'd probably make this easier in hindsight.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Not worrisome.
Yeah, because now I remember, yeah, there were all the gears, and then there was the access ladder that went up behind the drum.
So, it is a little difficult in the module to understand how all of this works together, but from the schematics and my interpretation of them, these arms and cogs here are used to move the wheel, basically. In the center, the Thingamajig is powering everything in the Revelia, and it is also doing this ride. It gets energy from the wheel turning. So the energy made by the turning wheel is then stored in it and then spread throughout the
It's an
Revelia.
old-style turbine generator.
Pretty much, yeah. And those
That's
arms
genius, actually.
actively move the wheel around while keeping the running wheel that people are running on to actually move the entire ride stay stationary.
Regular, this is how you know this is D&D. You just basically made this into a perpetual motion generator.
Pretty
Yeah,
much.
this is a motion generator. Yeah, that's awesome.
Like,
In theory.
it's like, in theory, this breaks all laws of physics.
Yep,
In the best possible way.
because magic.
Mm-hmm.
We love magic at this house, don't we, Darla?
Yeah.
Likewise,
So-
this thing in the center does not move. It is only the outer wheel, and obviously the wheel that people run on to power everything that move.
What's the purpose of this?
That's the ladder that leads into the room where the Thingamajig is supposedly housed. But if you remember what Olga said, it is very unstable. Only 1 to 2 creatures at a time can climb up it. It probably couldn't handle any more than that. So it's going to be
Right.
slow walking up.
Snap looks at the party. Does anybody knows the spell jump?
People of my order know it, but I don't.
Red shrugs. I am not versed with magic, I'm afraid.
Do you
If I were, I would.
Do you think Locke might have? Do you think Locke might have a scroll or something of that?
I mean, if somebody can cast that on me, I can probably just jump straight up there.
My spells normally aren't with wind, earth, water, radiance, things of those natures is what I'm good at, or what I'm good with.
I mean, I know something that can help me initially jump. Where is it? That I can
yes.
probably double my jumping distance, but with this jump spell on top of that, I can probably just jump straight up there.
So let's just really quickly. That'd be 25 feet if you're going from that corner that I used. Technically, you'd probably be on the top, so it'd be more like this. Unless you wanted to go closer to the ladder for the jump, but then you risk tripping up the ladder.
I know right now my movement speed is 40. Let's see.
Only one thing I can think of. There's a magic I use, more of an Aladdin trick, but it's what I used to get away from Heckna the one time. I can melt into stone, but I don't think this structure would go ahead and count for that.
That's metal, not stone, I think.
Although,
I was trying to say of the earth, but you know.
yeah.
Could you imagine being a miner? They're like, oh, cool, melt the stone. Ah, fuck, in vain. Oh, shit.
Oh no,
shit.
what have I done? Fuck!
Oh, God, the pain!
Mhm.
Part of me is curious, though. What exactly would lie inside that? As he kind of points at the central hub room.
I would think a way to easily extract the item.
Well, the schematics show that the Thingamajig in question, not labeled as such in there, is held in place by a fuckload of metal scaffolding. Easy extraction is not the name of the game here. It looks like you're gonna have to rip and tear and beat that metal out of the way if you want to get to your prize in there. Above game, again, that it means that it has both an HP and an armor class to properly get rid of those metal bars.
I would think we would need somebody graceful and then somebody of brawn. Somebody to help and facilitate the other one to get up the ladder, and then the other one to go ahead and prize of a core from the scaffolding.
Next, Miles.
As
Kardek's just sitting there carving something.
Kardek, Argyle's gonna look at you and give you that "you thinking what I'm thinking" look. That in character, you would know extremely well because he used to be the troublemaker of the two of you.
I mean, Kardek's got tools all around him. He's got like a belt of tools on him.
Brad will also reach into his pack and kind of produce from them. So something like this, and he'll present a crowbar and a hammer.
Never mind, Snack does not have war crime spell.
Aw,
War crime spell.
damn. No war crimes today.
Don't
That's,
worry.
That's Thursday night.
I mean, you say that, but if we bump into some children, I mean, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad.
Real quick, Xell, check your DMs.
That's definitely gonna be war crime if we see some children.
Oh yeah,
Those
absolutely.
poor children.
Just Snack and Watcher throwing off their sashes like Granddad's belt.
You gonna give us the red tickets, kids, or what?
Just watch Snacks grab his scarf, throw it, and his ding ding. Who's first?
If we can only have two of us, why not me and Kardec? He has the brains to get past the defenses, and I have the brawn to actually get the device.
Are you graceful enough to climb up to the room, though?
Athletic enough, I can tell you that.
Understandable. Sorry if my inquiries are offensive. I know
Understood,
not about most of your
understood.
people.
I mean, if our girl can't make it, I can probably get up there too.
We, the two of us, have got
Honestly, from what I see, getting up there isn't the problem.
That's the easy part. It's actually going to be getting the device out, which is going to be the problem, which is why I'm going to need him, because I'm probably the only one that can actually withstand the voltage of that thing.
1 second.
Wait, do I have that yet?
Well,
How can you resist the voltage of such a thing?
It's lightning based, isn't it? Lightning literally runs through my veins.
I don't have that yet. Never mind.
A birthright of your scale coloration?
Yes.
Interesting.
He is of blue dragon.
What color are you, out of curiosity, Kardec? Blue.
He's bluish.
He above him. He's a crystal dragon.
Yeah,
crystal.
I'm of a gem dragon descent.
He is the shiny, the sapphire.
I have bluish purple scales with
Campaign of 6 Gem Dragonborn, the angriest version of Steven Universe you ever did.
Yes.
You have
baskets.
You have
What
the thunder. The sapphire one has thunder resistance.
No, I am not a sapphire.
Amethyst?
I am looking it up
I
now.
thought you were sapphire.
Yeah, I'm an amethyst.
Amethyst.
Ah.
I am an amethyst.
Oh, that's right. It's
I am
like a purplish blue, I think is what we said.
Mm-hmm.
It's more blue depending on how much iron's in it.
Amethyst is a psychic resistance, if I remember right.
Force.
Force, yeah.
Oh,
Force damage and force resistance.
That's gross.
And I have a psionic mind.
well,
Let's see. I don't know.
Oh,
Hmm.
and I have a also very unique ability that I just realized.
Yep.
Kardec looks to you as like, getting up there is not a problem, and
Gem flight.
for flavor purposes, you guys see some gem-like wings grow from his back.
Gem flight. Yep,
Forgot you had those.
I did too. Even though I have a fucking sapphire dragonborn.
No, Argyle just looks at him. That's right, you can fly, you look. You hear it under his breath. You bastard.
I got it from my mother.
I know! You know how much I love flying!
I think what I can do is I can go ahead and at least talk to the people down there. I do have a few tricks and tactics I can use to go ahead and allay people's concerns. Wordcraft,
Yes.
whatnot, courtier arts are.
I was
very
actually going to
skilled.
say, you and Snack actually probably the best two to distract them. Snack, you especially.
Say
I can
no
hold a-
more.
I can hold a conversation even in winter, as I am very, very skillfully.
I have a question about that. Are you pantomiming or actually talking?
I'm top.
Yeah, which season
above
are you
game.
in?
Above game is Watcher talking or pantomiming?
I accident. Oh, Draco, I can do something with this. Let me DM you.
Okay. Let's see.
Okay, let me DM you.
Because I remember you.
Yeah, I thought it was.
I saw the earlier episodes as like 2 of the seasons you can talk, 2 of the seasons you can't,
Yeah,
and they like kind of rotate between the 2.
fall and winter, I believe it was.
Winter and spring. Winter and spring, I can't talk.
I like that idea. And that makes a lot of sense that it would do that.
I can talk. How is that possible? Huh. That's weird.
I mean,
And
Karnak wouldn't know that information. This is above game that.
Well, in the Feywild, and even the material plane, we can basically, depending on our mood, we can pick a season. Though in here it's been cyclical, probably because of how weird things are. I don't talk in winter and spring because those are more towards Oberon, and I'm more for watching the Militant.
Maybe being in here has affected that.
I'm thinking it might be of something I just recently bore witness to.
Oh, Heckna's face?
His business partner.
An unlikely gift.
It might have taken a lot out of him, and maybe the shift. Thinking planner theory. Maybe the shift made it so I can speak again. I don't know, but we should go ahead and take this boon. I'll be able to go ahead and talk to them.
Speaking of
So at
gifts,
the very least, I'll be able to go ahead and hold conversations with the people down below, and go ahead and keep the eyes off of you and Kardec.
Yeah, I'll help.
I'd appreciate
Argyle,
that.
you'll feel a subtle push that gets the armor on your chest as, with a quick little flourish, you'll see that Red is extending the handle of the crowbar to you. Surely a creature of your strength shouldn't need this, but just in case, as he kind of rolls his eyes at it.
Look, my father, and especially this one, taught me the values of a good tool. I'm not gonna turn that down.
Wait,
All right.
Kardec already have one?
Kardec wouldn't. Well, Kardec would have one, but Argyle, like, 2 crowbars are better than 1.
Indeed.
True.
Karnak pulls out his.
I knew it.
The crowbar bandits.
Reminds me of when
I
we were kids
have
trying to steal my
tinker tools, my blacksmith set. I can probably dismantle and rebuild this whole thing.
Kardec, this reminds me of when we were kids trying to steal our uncle's booze.
What are you talking about? We never did such a thing.
He looks at you.
Clearly giving a big shit-eating grin of like, what are you talking about? We didn't take our uncle's best spirits.
We are the good boys. No idea what you're talking about.
We were good wormlings, cousin. Don't you remember?
Yes, we were.
You just kind of see Red just kind of fold his arms, cup his one hand, thumb and chin cradling, or thumb and forefinger cradling his chin as he kind of looks at you, Argyle. He kind of gives you like a approving smirk as you say that, oh no, totally, don't worry. And then he'll just say, yeah, don't worry about it.
He's just gonna look at you. Like you, of all people, have any reason to judge me.
What? Perish the thought!
I'm confident. I'm confident that the more we go ahead and continue to stress out Heckna like this, and the more stuff we can go ahead and take away, I feel like he'll be desperate enough to go ahead and throw the catch back into the field.
I mean, we could put... If we find all the stuff, we could just put it in the bag of holding so that he can't get to it.
Exactly. And each part we collect, we'll just plop into the bag.
He has to catch me first, too.
I'd like to see the person who could.
I mean, I could put it in mine as well.
Well, shall we, gentlemen and ladies, as Red will just kind of turn over to the Lilith.
Now, before you all go rushing off, I do have a couple things that could help us as well. And first things first, Lilith is going to pull out her sending stone. We we have these. If either Snack or Kardak want to take the other one, and one of us keeps the others.
How high up does it look like the Eye of Heckna is from the ground?
It is a total of 80 feet tall.
Okay. Sadly, that's just a little bit out of my range of communication.
Snack raises his hand. I can cast message.
Well, I'd also like to say the distance is, that is the total height of it, not like from the middle to the bottom. So if you were in
So it'd be
center
more about
section-
40?
Yeah. It's from the
That
top
means-
of the wheel to the foundation on the ground is 80 feet tall.
Front to back.
40, sadly, is still a bit too much out of Kardak's ability.
What's the range on message again?
120.
120.
Okay.
Yeah, so message would, if you have a clear shot towards them.
I probably will have a clear shot until they get on halfway up the ladder.
And that's why I'm recommending the sending stones, because since they're connected, you don't necessarily need to see us in order to use it.
Yeah, but we gotta make sure we walk away from whoever's around so they don't hear it either.
And then the second option I have too is, and she's going to hold up her hand, and that familiar bardic magic is going to swivel around her hands. If we really want to do it, I can turn one of you invisible for an hour.
That would be very advantageous.
It'd probably be smarter for that to be me. Carter or at least seems to know people here, so that you could probably use that to your advantage somewhat.
Well, they probably know he's a handyman, so they probably think he's fixing something.
Yeah, I've worked on a few of these.
That's very smart.
I haven't worked on this one, though.
Another thing that I figure you can see it on the schematics and it's not super important, but it probably is important to planning to some degree. The chamber that houses the Thingamajig is a 10-foot by 10-foot chamber. So you don't have a lot of maneuverability in there, but you do have some. If that alters anything that you're planning. Another important feature to keep in mind is once you take the Thingamajig out, you're not going to be able to ride the Eye of Heckna ever again. So if you want to take a ride on it before you go into action, now would be the time to do so.
Call it a scouting mission.
I mean, well,
No. That'll probably break the fucking stairs.
Argyle would thinking about that. I mean, we were asked to have fun.
I mean, I was thinking if we, except for Carter, everybody gets on the ride, we ride to the highest point, turn Argyle invisible, he jumps off where the ladder is, but I have a feeling the weight might break it.
I know not about artifice.
Do you really want to be on the machine when it stops moving?
Getting down would be, I can only imagine, very, very tenuous.
If I were to miss my timing, I could easily fall and take severe damage to that, I might, like, the fall might be enough to, or to at least knock me out.
Yeah, that's why I say it's probably not a good idea. But it's a thought.
Unless I was to try to grab that one of the side beams and like hold it down,
What, shimmy down?
like kind of climb the, like he points to the one of the rungs on the wheel, like climb that down like a ladder maybe.
Lilith is going to look to Watcher. You can teleport, can't you?
I can.
Wait a minute.
At a length of, I can teleport at a length of 30 feet.
On top of there.
And if you're close and something goes wrong, you can get a hold of either Argyle or the other one and teleport them at least as far as you can without hurting them.
That's 35.
If I rested again, I would be the same way as I was when I first met Red. Spring. That's normally my normal before all this.
So it's
With Spring, I could manipulate my Fey magic. Instead of just affecting myself, I can affect it outward. And I could touch somebody and send them 30 feet instead.
So, we take a practice ride in the thing, get our scouting available, go back, get a rest, come back, and do it.
And I could easily go ahead and send somebody to there.
Yeah, so it looks like it'll probably be like a 5-foot drop if you do it right onto the ladder. 5 or 10, give or takes.
That's what I imagine.
So that wouldn't be too bad.
If we visit Locke as well before everything, I might have an idea of this. Well, hold on. Above game, would Lilith know of the Featherfall spell?
I mean, I suppose you could do an Arcana check to see if you've heard of it before. Because you don't have it in your spell list, I don't believe. Or rather, it's not in your current amount of spells, I don't think. Yeah. I'd say it's probably relatively common. So yeah, just do a quick Arcana check.
Okay. It is a available spell option for the bard.
Okay.
It's for classes Artificer, Bards, Sorcerers, and Wizards.
Most spellcasters aside from Warlock.
Yeah.
Can I argue advantage?
Yeah, you know what? That's fair, considering it is a spell that is in your wheelhouse, technically.
And
And it's a pretty common spell.
Because the wheel.
Yep.
can I make that check? Oh, never mind.
That's a 23.
Yeah,
I don't think you need to do anything else there, bud.
You know a Featherfall and everything it entails. With a 23.
We'll look to the party. If we need to, we can stop at Locke's and see if he has a Featherfall scroll.
That's what I was suggesting earlier. It might be useful.
So you cast him invisible, he jumps out and feather falls.
You know, if just target one of us, it would target everybody within the range of the caster.
And if we do it right, we can have Watcher teleport him there. He used Featherfall for the 5 feet so he doesn't get hurt. Kardak flies up. And then they go to town while we do the distraction.
Yes.
I have no reason to say no to that, honestly.
Probably get done quicker.
There's no time to waste.
I think Lilith should ride with Argyle so she can cast invisibility so he can use the scroll to turn himself.
Agreed.
Yeah.
The other thing that you know based off the schematics is each car can hold up to 3 people. 4 if you wanted to have someone holding onto the side, but that's obviously super dangerous.
Yeah, I mean we've got 6 people here. We can do 2 of 3 or 3 of 2.
If we're separated, that makes it look a little less obvious that we're doing something.
True enough.
This is a book game if we want to take the ride first as like the test run, just so, you know, completion percentage, and then do the rest. So
Above game, like, I'm gonna say that we should take the ride up because one, we can see, like, I have a feeling that there might be like a Heckna poster or something of him like looking inside them, so that'd be something we need to see.
do the test ride first, get the check mark to the completion, get a rest so that Watcher can swap seasons, and then do the actual mission.
Alright.
That sounds like the plan.
All right. So, let us take you to the world map. And feel free to move yourselves. The plan is to go to Lock first and then the hostel, or just straight to the hostel and then when going back around hit up Lock?
No, we can ride it first so we can check inside the
That's
carts
right.
For,
First, the ride. Right. And it's the closest place, so that makes sense. Sorry, I was also doing stuff behind the scenes.
No, it's okay.
Right. So, let us bring you back to the Eye of Heckna. Now we'll read out what you see after I do a little bit more prep. Feel free to put your tokens down on the lower area over here, going up to the ride. Right, I'm on the GM layer. Over, like, right here, yeah.
So Kardec would not be in the lead. Might be second, but
Oh yeah, sure. No. We're just doing like a reverse Indian mile over here. It's just like, nope, I'm in the back. No, I'm in the back.
whoever wants to be in the lead can be in front of Kardec. He probably Watcher.
Alright.
where's Argo?
Sorry.
I think
Oh, I put my own token on there.
Okay.
Where you
yes,
go
I
to
did.
normally click your character sheet, you can just drag that over.
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
There he
There
is.
we go.
Sorry about that.
no worries.
No worries.
Okay, and now... So
So it'd be like, I think it, but honestly, the 2 like the 2x2x2 we were in is actually the one we should be in.
Holy shit.
Oh.
the other riders on the ride. Well, you didn't think there was going to be no one here, right? And of course, the people in the center that are powering the entire thing.
Hmm.
What the fuck?
Make notes.
Oh,
Well,
damn.
we should have seen this coming.
I'm sorry, what are those things?
Oh! Hold on, while I'm waiting for my PDF to reload, because it sort of froze on me on the other screen. Let me show you. He's a clown.
Oh, clowns.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
Italian Patriot just popped in my head, and I'm not gonna explain why for those who don't know M&W lore.
Yeah, you wanna know what popped in my head? Pokemon.
I
Enough
mean,
said.
this is a Ferris wheel.
Mm-hmm. If you know, you know.
Mr.
I don't.
Mime.
No, not Mr. Mime.
In Black and White and Black and White 2, there was a Ferris wheel you could go on with people.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that's
that's
right.
cute.
I didn't get very far in my.
Yeah, cute.
Hmm.
There's one where you're riding with a hiker, and his words are very,
Concerning, to say the least.
very.
I
He,
didn't
like,
get very
sort of-
far in my playthrough of White 1, so I don't know what you guys are talking about.
I've only played Gen 3, up to Gen 3, so.
So, let me read out what you're seeing. Looming over the Dysmadium is a huge Ferris wheel, pitted with rust and dents. Its gondolas creak and sway as they move, and the whole wheel shudders as it rotates. The bent metal looks ready to give way at any moment. In the center of the wheel is a clownish smiling face with a red nose and a winking left eye that, as you look at it, Red, you notice, once it opens, a gem-like protrusion that is radiating blue energy. You get the feeling that that is the Thingamajig in question. Hidden in plain sight, where no one would expect it to be. Also, you notice all the clowns in these cars. Some are hanging on to the edge, like I said, which is pretty dangerous. However, it seems they, like, take shifts on who's hanging on the outside. There are 2 cars available together, and then there's 1 car that's sitting by its lonesome. I imagine you guys are going to probably want to go for the 2 that are next to each other, rather than risking... Oh, wait. I'm sorry. There's 4 that are available. 1 over here, 1 over there, and the 2 that are right next to each other.
There's 5.
Did I miscount again? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Car number 10.
Are we doing a bow game? Are we doing the 3x3 or the 2x2?
I think 3x3 would be ideal.
Yeah.
3 people, 2 pods.
That makes sense to me.
Alright. And, as you all walk up to get on the ride, you see Peep-Boo, rather, who, you heard about from the Toy Maker, the awakened marionette who runs the ride. Ah, some new riders for the Eye! Welcome, welcome!
It's great to meet you, and I will bow very cordially.
Ah, pleasure to meet you as well. Well, you're in luck. I unfortunately can't ride because he gestures to himself stuck to the platform, obviously, but I do enjoy looking at the sky. The stars are beautiful. That one, he points at a random star in the sky. That's my favorite. Would you like to visit the moon?
Oh.
I would.
You know, I often as a child always liked looking up at the moon and imagining myself being there.
I bet
The
it's...
stars and the galaxies are amazing.
I bet the moon's probably like cheese or something.
My people think it's the purest silver that you've ever seen in your life.
Ooh, silver cheese.
Ooh, imagine that. That'd be fun. Me and my colleagues would like 2 pods to ride on. Could you arrange that?
Of course. As the wheel comes turning around, we'll open the doors and allow you in. Watch your step. Don't lean too far. It will
Of
cost
course.
you... Let me find it. I believe it is, in fact, 1 red ticket. Those
I'll
red-
produce one for them.
And he will take your ticket. He's gonna inform you that it's a 10-minute ride. The wheel will cycle 5 times if you stay on for the entire ride, but obviously when it comes back down to the bottom, you can get off. It takes 2 minutes to turn 1 cycle.
I see. All right. Well, thank you very much. And I hope I can speak with you further. At some point in time. And I will get on that one.
As long as we don't hold up the ride, of course. Again, careful, watch your step. Who else will be riding in that car?
Red will step forward and present the ticket.
Alright. He will take the ticket, put it in, like, a little slot that he has on his stomach. Well, we got room for one more.
Let's see.
Well, nudge Kardak.
Who's Kardak riding with? Oh. Gonna go with watching, I guess. Seeing as he's in line.
Also say while you're getting on, you notice the revelers running in the wheel there. They seem to be very impassioned about their job, some of them even pushing the others to get out of the way.
It's like the hamsters on a running wheel.
Yeah, pretty much. And, Snack, did you want to get into the wheel with Red, Watcher, and Kardak, or did you want to get into the other car to start loading that one up?
The other cart.
Okay, so I will move you over a little bit. Because Peepo is technically standing in front of where you'd go, so let me move Peepo down a little bit. So you have more room on there to...
Hold up. It just dawned on me. Her name is Peepo?
Peepboo.
Peepboo.
P-E-E-P-B-O-O. Peepboo.
Got it.
Yeah, and I didn't describe how Peepboo looks. So he is an awakened marionette. He has 3 heads that slowly rotate in time with the wheel. He is soldered onto the edge of the entrance platform and leans out into the space between the 2 wheels. He ushers you all into the gondolas as you pay your tickets and get in. And he makes sure the revelers are running in the wheel. And no one's getting, tired out or anything.
Can I take a look at those revelers in the wheel? Like, am I just free to observe them? Or are they enclosed?
So they are enclosed, but it's like there's a cage. Like, how to describe this? Like that cage that you would sometimes see in, like, I think it was like Circus or something, where it's like there's motorbikes that are driving around this wheel.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It looks very
It's a
similar to
sphere,
that. Yeah, except instead of a sphere, it's like just a circular thing, like it's showing on there, like a hamster wheel.
Cylinder.
Yeah.
Do they look haggard? How do they look? I'm trying to take a note of their physical appearance.
They do look a little tired, but they look eager still. Excited, as if they're happy to be here, running on the wheel.
Must be a great honor, I say, to myself, in my head, sarcastically.
Well, apparently they think so, or at least that's the impression you certainly get, as weird as that may seem.
Oh, the stories I got back for the Grove, I'm telling you.
Yeah. So, Lilith and Argyle, are you going into Snack's cart as well?
Yep.
Okay, so let me move you over. Oh, or you could move over. Whoop. Okay, and I'm
After
going...
his travails, Watchers learned all kind of new things for the court. Like that human phrase, he's seen some shit.
Yeah. An honored and certain phrase that we've all heard many times. For various reasons, don't worry about it. But as you get on, the wheel begins to turn. Obviously, you're not upside down, but this was the easiest way to display you guys moving throughout the wheel.
course.
Oops, and I accidentally grabbed Pete Bow with it. Oh well.
Oh shit.
So, as you get to the top of the wheel, the gondolas swing with a creak and lurches forward as the wheel begins to rotate, lifting you upward. The ride jolts as it moves, and the unoiled metal scraping against other metal sounds like a drawn-out shriek. As your gondola moves higher, the Revelia's main landmarks come into view. The red big top tent, the cluster of the food court buildings, and the fun house, and numerous smaller structures far from the populated areas, is a large plot of dirt filled with piles of metal and half-finished attractions, which you all, of course, know is the under construction zone. Anyone who would like to can do a perception check to look around the Revelia at large from a bird's eye view.
You know what? Sure.
Boop.
Perception. 11.
22.
19.
Argyle?
6.
Alright, so
Damn.
I'll start with Watcher, Kardak, and Argyle. Man, everyone looks like ants from up here. It's crazy how high up you are. Yowza.
Yeah, this isn't a situation that Watcher has ever found himself in.
That's a persuasion, Lilith.
Oh, oops.
Too bad. That was a good roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright. 14's not too bad. So I will start with you, Lilith, and get to our higher rollers. You notice the shattered station that's hidden partially behind the petting zoo. Everyone who's rolled higher than a 14 into 17, you notice the shattered station as well and see 3 people walking out of the train station at one time over the course of the few minutes as the wheel continues turning. You see Piper, Giggles O'Lear, and a third person you haven't met yet who appears to be a gnoll. And it is obviously hard to tell from high up, but you think you see a red dot in front of his snout. If it is a he at all. Again, you're very high up. You can't exactly tell that shit from 80 feet in the air.
Zoom up to see Booba. You're an artificer. Go invent something real quick.
Get binoculars for that very specific purpose.
A spyglass, please. Enhance.
It's all I need.
Snack pushes his glasses closer to his face.
And you have gone through one cycle of the wheel. Would you like to get off here? Or... Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, was there anything special with Red's perception?
Red, you got a 22. So, if you're looking out, you would have seen all of that. And I take it you're also looking at the mechanism as a whole while you're riding around, correct?
Sure. You know, if we're doing a heist, we gotta scope the place out.
Of course. So, you look down at the wheel. The schematics seem to be very on point. From the apex of the wheel, you imagine you could try to climb one of the inner spokes. Obviously, they'd be moving and it'd be kind of difficult, but it could theoretically get done. The ladder in question that leads up to the room does look very, very rickety. Jumping on that without some sort of assistance to slow yourself down beforehand would probably be a really bad idea. It looks like, indeed, it can only hold 1 to 2 people, but putting that much pressure from someone literally jumping down would destroy it.
Knew it.
Gotcha.
You'll also notice that these arms, the ones that are attached to the wheel proper, and the inner workings of the Thingamajig, theoretically, are moving the wheel itself, much like the schematics did. So, the Thingamajig doesn't necessarily move the wheel, necessarily. It does power everything in the Revelia, and In theory, it should power this, but it seems that the wheel is what's powering the ride in actuality. The 4 people running on that wheel, and all their motion and energy is getting put into the artifact in question. If the wheel were to stop, or the wheel with the revelers on it were to stop, so too would the wheel proper. These ones down here, though they're very strange, because you'd think they'd also be for motion, they're really just to hold the rotating wheel with the runners up. Little odd, but it seems to work, clearly. Also, despite all of its creaking and moaning, by looking around, you notice it's actually pretty well built. I mean, you're not a good expert on building. You'd probably have to go to Kardak for that, but you don't think this ride is as unstable as it sounds like it is. Just by glancing around. Like, sure, it is absolutely dinged up. It's not properly moving. Could maybe use some oil on a lot of the joints. But it works. Better than it should, based on its appearance.
Noted. And I guess Red will wait until they properly dismount. But yeah, going for another pass.
Oh, sure.
Unless
Okay.
what's everyone else what to do.
Eh.
Okey-doke.
As they're getting close to the bottom, Red will just kind of turn to Watcher and Kardak and say, Well, I think I've seen what I need to see. What do you 3 of you think? You're kind of leading the charge.
I do as well. I think my services would be better kept. Yeah, being able to go ahead and send somebody forward 30. I could do that.
Also, as they get closer to the bottom, Red will turn to Kardak and say, Well, I had a good look at the ladder on the way up, and well, probably the best course of action would be to actually, your cousin's instructions would be to probably slide down the sides of the wheel towards the actual Thingamajig room, because if you try to land on the ladder and climb it up, if you just straight up fall on that, it's probably going to destroy that thing with how rickety it is.
Quick question, Draco.
Mm-hmm.
Would I be able to carry one person with me for flying purposes at half speed?
Let me take a look at your strength. Actually, you could just tell me, what's your strength score?
9? But hold up. I do have the armor of magical strength infusion.
Okay. And what does that do?
The wearer can expend the armor's charges in the following ways. When the wearer makes a strength check or a strength saving throw, it can expend 1 charge to add a bonus to the roll equal to the intelligence modifier. If the creature would be knocked prone, it can use its reaction to expend 1 charge to avoid being knocked prone. The armor gains 1d6 expended charges daily at dawn.
Okay.
So basically, I can add my intelligence modifier to the roll.
So with that, I'd say, yes, you could fly with half movement and not struggle, but there is no way that would work with Argyle. With his armor and body, he weighs way too much for that to be feasible. But any of the lighter armored people, you absolutely could.
Okay.
Another thing to keep in mind, like I said, the bottom arms here are stationary. You could theoretically climb up those and maybe move up to the other arms, but you'd have to deal with the fact that those are constantly in motion. But you could potentially, since this wheel is spinning, climb up these in the back, and then climb onto the wheel to get to the top where the ladder is. At least that's how you feel like if maintenance were to be properly done, that's probably how they do it instead of shimmying down the wheel itself. Hence why the ladder is there at all.
I just realized this is this is diagonal right here, right?
Yes.
And it's leading right to the behind this.
Yes. It's one of the 4 main supporting spokes for the wheel.
Guys, I can't believe how much of an idiot I was. I forgot. Or I just realized I could just climb. Well, he points to that one. I could just climb one of those 2.
That's much easier.
Lilith, make me invisible, and I can try to easily get my way up there.
The thing is, it connects to the bottom of the Thingamajig's chamber. So it'd be a little difficult once you got to the top to properly throw yourself in there, but it could potentially be done. You would just have to do like an acrobatics check to properly get thrown in there, basically. Or jump in there.
Like acrobatics, or could I use athletics to try to jump in there?
I'm gonna say acrobatics makes more sense, because like you're gonna be directly underneath the wheel. You're going to have to properly, or not the wheel, the chamber. You're gonna have to properly flip up into it, or at the very least hop up to grab the edge and pull yourself in. So I guess, you know what, now that I say it out loud, I think athletics would potentially work. Since if you're not going for the fancy, I'm gonna like jump into the chamber, and you're just going to try and throw yourself off enough to grab the edge of the chamber, you could do that for sure.
I mean, if we're going to go that route, then we can do it the heist now versus in waiting.
Let's walk away. Make it look like we're not trying this.
All right. So you're all just gonna properly get off with smiles on your faces and back away enough to where they can't see you anymore?
That's what I'm suggesting, at least.
Yeah.
That sounds that sounds good.
Works for me.
All right. So feel free to move your tokens back to here, because I'm guessing the next goal is to try and sneak up around the back for Argyle to do that after he's turned invisible.
Mm-hmm.
And the rest of you, are you going to hang around by the front to see how this goes, or try to get a couple more up there yourself, or is this an Argyle solo mission to get into the chamber?
Argyle and Kardec forever. I'm going to go ahead and run front and distraction by discussing with Peepo about all kinds of different things about stars and what have you.
And Snack will be there to assist you since I have my background in research for astronomy.
Fantastic.
Above game, I'm gonna ask for some favors because I'm gonna need them.
Oh, you guys are gonna get it. I'm going to look over at Kardec and
How long do those last?
mine lasts for 10 minutes.
Which I just needed to get up there.
I think
You're gonna get it. You're just gonna get like basically a care package from Watcher.
Kardec.
So
No,
he's,
only.
so he's gonna go ahead and call you two over. Wherever you guys are going to be. I'll move here. And then Watcher is going to cast Bless on the two of you. He's going to go ahead and cast his Bond on the two of you, and then he's going to go ahead and touch both your shoulders. So you have Bless for 10 minutes, you have the Emboldening Bond for 10 minutes, and for your first skill checks that you both do, you both have a d4 to them.
Yes.
So just remember that for everything else, you have a 2d8, and for your guidance, on top of the Bless and the Emboldening Bond, you basically have 3d4.
God damn.
I was gonna say, where's the third D4 coming from?
Guidance. Because I touched both of them.
Are they
Oh,
concentration?
guidance
Both?
only works on
Guidance?
one at a time.
Yeah, I can touch one and touch another one. It's only a minute.
I was gonna say,
That's concentration.
is it gonna take?
Less.
Like,
No, guidance is not. Guidance is not concentration.
Oh, guidance is concentration.
Oh, it is. Oh,
Yeah, I'll throw it on.
throw it on Argyle.
Argyle then. So Argyle, your first skill check, you'll have 3d4, and then Kardak and Argyle for the rest of your skill checks and whatnot. Just remember you have 2d4 for them,
Okay.
and saves and everything else. Because, my God, I've created a monster.
Cardex.
No, I need this because I'm gonna be climbing in the back of this. I'm gonna need it especially to get up to this thing.
So I just want to
Cardex gonna.
clarify real
Non-show.
quick. Sorry. The 2d4 is from Bless and a feature, right?
Yep.
Because then you wouldn't be able to do guidance as well. Because Bless is also concentration.
Oh, it is.
Oh, is Bless? Hold on.
Yeah.
Let me-
Yes, bless his concentration.
That's right.
So it's
Oh,
not.
Well,
that
fuck it. You
constant.
both have 2d4. Regardless, you guys get a lot of shit.
It's true. Not as
2d4
ridiculous as we
2d4.
thought, but that's still good.
That's still really good.
That's still amazing, actually.
I sometimes I look at the skill sheet and I go, I'm so sorry, Draco.
No worries.
I'm sorry, I'm broken in your toy.
Oh,
Meanwhile, just setting
oh
here
no,
to-
I found a way to make this even filthier, but that's for a different thing. Or if I die, a different thing. So,
Meanwhile, Milla's gonna break into a cover routine and just go, Rabbit's the blessed machine. Blessed bond work on nobody but you. Oh yeah. He's just the blessed machine. Our heart gets skill check speed.
finishing his ritual. May Titania and Oberon both be with you. There's
Kardak's
higher
gonna
glory
be-
than this.
Kardak's gonna be nonchalant about all this, as if like, this is what I'm here for.
Yep. You're just taking fairy magic. And then I will sit up next to Peepo, but just sitting on the platform a way that people can walk on and they can do business if they need to.
Right.
And Snack would be right next to him.
So I guess you guys could stand either like below the platform, but you won't be able to see Peepo properly, or you could stand like to the right here,
Yeah,
so
that's
everyone
what I
can
was
get
figuring.
online.
Yeah.
Kardak's gonna just begin making his way behind the Ferris wheel.
All right. And we're making Argyle invisible, correct?
Indeed.
Invisible lizard.
I'm an invisible Durgan.
He's a gecko.
He's not a
Look, Amelia.
wizard, so we can't call him an invisible lizard wizard, sadly.
So, I'm on, just to get it in perspective, I'm gonna put myself right here. I'm on this side.
Right.
Unfortunately, I don't have a rear view.
Let me see here. I know I have a
No
little
need for one.
token. And we got a side view. That's almost as good. There we go. Well, that's hidden. Invisible is this one. Perfect. Alright. And now, I'm going to zoom y'all in just a little bit more. And for climbing up the spoke, I'm going to need a first athletics check.
Kardak's just gonna nonchalantly fly up there.
13 plus a 2d4. 18.
All right,
Thank
sure
you.
enough, you managed to get your way up to your
19.
first position. Oops, sorry, go ahead.
19, sorry. So I'm gonna go right. I get up to like right here,
Yeah. Okay, so
or would it be right here?
I'd say
So that
maybe one more up. There you go.
if I try to, could I reach the ladder?
Yes, I think so. It's just gonna be it's gonna be a lot of stretching over there, and you're gonna have to climb up it upside down, which means you're dangling from this ladder, and I worry about if it could hold your weight that way.
That's fair. How far am I? So the entrance is right here. I take it.
Yes.
Hmm. All right.
Bardak's gonna make his way up to the entrance to look at it, to open it.
All right. And sure enough, it seems like surprisingly open. Like you can just, after climbing up the ladder, hop right on in. And sure enough, you see what has been flashing open on and off from the eye. The Thingamajig buried in a spider web of metal scaffolding that's going to have to be burst through if you're going to properly get it out.
I'm not able to look around and see like bolts that could be taken off and all that.
It's, like I described it, it's basically a spider. Actually, a spider web paints the image that this is graceful, that it has a beautiful design. That is not the case.
Cobweb.
This is a smattering of metal scaffolding, making sure this thing does not move, no matter what. A chaotic mess of metal scaffolding around it that's going to require getting ripped out or beaten out or bodily ripped out.
A mess of cotton candy.
That's probably more accurate, yeah. Just metal cotton candy.
Not as straightforward as I originally thought.
All right. So I'm gonna roll to see if I can get in there.
And Hippo is very distracted at the moment, but given you are climbing up, I'm going to allow Hippo to roll perception with disadvantage.
He's invisible, so yeah.
True. However, and this ride does make a lot of noise. That is a 13.
Stealth with advantage.
I'll just give you a flat stealth. Obviously, you're trying to be sneaky here, but Argyle's in a bit of a rough spot, and he's going to have to do some athletics.
Oh shit! Can I say that was an advantage because I'm invisible? Because
You have heavy armor. You
Yeah.
would have been at disadvantage to begin with.
So it would have just
But
been
there-
the flat roll.
It would have been flat to
Well,
cancel
but the
each other
ride,
out.
the ride is making a lot of noises, though.
Ah,
Reach.
He is
What?
invisible, so
plus 2d4.
that's also true.
The ride's making a lot of noises and screeching from needing oil too. So
That's 11.
All right, so Peepo still beats you out. He hears some motion that doesn't sound like the usual stuff. So while you're conversing about the stars, Peepo does look up and sees nothing. Huh. Well, that's odd.
What's wrong?
I thought I heard a noise, but maybe we should get Olga or someone to go up there to fix something.
and it's probably my stomach. I'm kind of hungry. Snack pulls out some kind of candy. Want one?
He tends to spark.
It's true.
Well, if it's that much of an issue, perhaps I could go and see if I could fetch her And basically, Draco, what I want to do is I want to feign the fact that he's basically wanted to put it on the front to either console Peeboo or Peepboo, as well as, you know, make it seem like he's gonna go get help, but he's really not. So would that be a deception check?
That would absolutely be deception, yeah.
Alright. That's a 21.
Alright. And Peepbo will insight. Peepboo. I keep changing the name on the fly.
Peebo.
Peepboo.
Peepboo.
That is a 7. Oh, if you wouldn't mind, I would appreciate that. Thank you.
Ah, excellent. I'll be right back. And,
Of course, we'll be right here.
yeah, he's going to pretend to at least walk out of sight and probably just go lollygag around the corner to out of sight of the Peepboo.
Alright.
I mean, look, I don't think the moon is made out of cheese or silver. I think it's just like this, what we're on. It's just probably a giant rock.
Well, I mean, that's not that fun. I mean, it's a body hanging up there. It could be made of anything. It's a little dull. If it was just same thing.
True, but if you think about it, the gravity up there is probably less since it's floating in the sky, so you could probably jump really high or jump around with probably less gravity or something.
I can't do much jumping, considering. And he gestures to being attached to the platform.
Argyle's going to try to jump into the or jump and grab the opening to try to pull himself up.
Alright. Roll athletics.
If you want, I can try to pull you out if you want to.
That's an 18.
Alright, you manage to grab onto the edge and get a firm grasp. This does make a lot of noise, which has Peepbo look up again, but since you're invisible, he sees nothing. Yeah, we're definitely gonna need Olga to go up there.
Yep. Here. I'm gonna put myself right there, just say I'm right there.
Yeah.
Or I'm inside, so we're not...
I noticed that when I was writing, it does make an awful lot of noise. I wonder, how can you tell the difference between a sound it always makes and then just a new sound, just among the cacophony?
Oh, well, I'm always here, so I know what the usual sounds of creaking sound like. And that one was a little bit different. I guess I'm an expert on the noises at this point, you know? Been here my whole life.
It certainly is a wonderful talent to have. Do you get worried about the normal creaking sounds, though?
Oh, nah. Those are just there because Heckna thinks that the creaking noises that make people a little unease while they're riding it is funny.
I mean, it makes
that does sound like the man of the hour, doesn't it?
I mean, it makes it more thrilling to know if you might fall off or not.
Exactly.
We're just talking like, the man of the hour. Yeah, it's the man who wants me nailed to a pillar.
Yeah, that fun guy.
Oh, what a guy!
Peepo, do you ever want to leave this place? Or just at least venture out into the Revelia?
Well, I mean, I suppose it would be nice to see the rest of the Revelia, but... I mean, I can, because I'm not properly designed to move around, unfortunately.
I understand.
What if you were?
He, looks wistfully at the stars. That would be great, but... I mean, the only people that would be able to do something like that is, well, the toy maker. And unfortunately, he has to keep all the rides and everything up to code. And, of course I love my creator, but, you know, he's got to do what he's got to do, unfortunately. His hands are tied by his creator, Heckna.
So I understand. Do you like to think of things like that, though? Other than the other people riding the wheel, do many people come here often? Do you often think of the stars most of the time?
People come through here a lot. Like, we've got the clowns that are on the ride right now. A lot of them live on the ride, and they, take things from other people that ride, food and whatnot so they can survive, but they just live here. But there's some free cars for other people to ride, of course. And then there's the revelers, he gestures. Anyone who gets to run in the wheel, they see it as an absolute privilege to be able to power up this ride and make sure the Revelia is constantly in motion,
Why?
How do they get selected, out of curiosity?
Well, it's a variety of things. Some people volunteer, and of course they're allowed in. Others, Heckna himself will select to run in the wheel after doing, well in the Revelia, having the most fun and thinking that they're very athletic and could probably manage to keep the wheel running for a decent amount of time. And, we trade some people in and out once they get tired, so they can't run anymore, or, maybe someone falls over and needs medical attention, so then we gotta get someone else in there. Usual affair.
Of course. So that star, I'll point to the one that Peepo was looking at. Why is that one your favorite?
Oh, well, I think it's one of the brightest stars in the sky, and it looks so cool. Like, all the other stars, they're nice, of course. Like, each star has its own unique thing about it, but that one just speaks to me.
I look up, masking my expression, but looking up toward that one. Does that star look yellowy?
It does.
Oh, piss.
Meanwhile...
I was gonna say, while that's going on...
Yep.
Well, I could have made that a lot quieter.
Well, considering you're rattling about yourself, almost thought it would actually blend in a lot better. Anyways.
Well, we're up here.
So...
Shall we?
As you can see, this is more like cotton candy metal or steel wool.
When Argyle says "shall we," he pulls up pulls out the crowbar that Red gave him to do a pink.
Yep, you hear a ting noise, but there's no way you're going to be able to use that with how this is currently set up. You're going to have to break through all this metal and then use the crowbar. It's the only way this is going to work out for you. So I popped up the turn order. If everyone would like to roll for initiative, we'll have Kardec and Argyle hitting the thing up there.
Damn it.
Please, initiative. I have an idea. Fuck.
Wow. We're all way to go, champs. We're all doing hot tonight.
Well, I mean, it's not combat, so think that.
Well, not yet anyway. Could be combat.
Speaking of things that are hot,
Yeah.
I mean, Lilith, AO.
Oh, as long as I go before Kardec and Argyle, I have an idea.
Alright. So, we'll start with Lilith. Is there anything in particular you want to do right now, or just sort of keeping the conversation with Peepo until something goes awry, potentially?
She is... I have a couple of ideas. Just checking my spell list.
I know Lilith can help me with my idea, but I'm gonna do it first.
Tick tock, tick tock.
Ugh.
Lilith is going to hold an action.
Okay.
If shit goes south, let's see, what do I want to do? If shit goes south, I'm gonna hold a shatter in case shit goes south.
Okay. Snack?
Snack look like people. People, since you've been here probably your entire life, have you ever heard different sounds?
Well, I mean, I've heard all the creaking that comes from this ride, people talking. I've heard, people eating things and drinking.
Uh-huh.
But I haven't heard much outside of what happens around the wheel, because, again, gesturing to his lower legs, which are not legs.
Well, check this out. Snack will cast Prestidigitation and start making different little metal sounds, like hitting noises.
Oh, fun!
And he will repeatedly keep doing that.
Alright. Kardec?
Dang it. Do not
Let's
have
be
that.
honest, this is the most difficult thing for any artificer to do. Take apart something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm told that I can't
Fighter's
just.
easiest job, taking apart something.
Artificer's hardest thing is taking apart something when told it can't be taken apart.
That's a challenge.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, it is.
You tell me how to do my job, boy.
Because, I mean, I have smith's tools, thieves' tools. Pretty sure I got tinker tools. Should, if anything. Ooh, actually. How long does this take?
So I will say again, above game, the scaffolding has both health and an armor class.
Mm-hmm. Well, maybe a check of some sort with tools could cause some damage, possibly. Eh? Sadly, I don't have a spell prepped that would have actually been very good for this. Curse you, Tasha's Caustic Brew not being ready.
Yeah.
He's going to.
Heat metal would also have been really good for this situation.
Yeah, I don't have that one prepped either.
The metal can't move, and no one's wearing it, so it's just gonna have to sit there and take it.
Mm-hmm. But no, I decided to go with Blur instead. Funny enough, that's usually my go-to, is to always have heat metal prepped.
Ah.
I should change that after the next long rest, if that's allowed.
That is something artificers can do, right? Change their spells up, or...
Yeah, they're prepped caster. They're casters just like wizards are, prep casting.
Okay, yeah, so if it's on your spell list, then absolutely on the next long rest you can swap your spells.
Mhm. Can I use Firebolt and flavor it like a cutting torch?
I don't see why not.
That sounds fun.
Oh, the theatrics of artificers is the reason I love them, is because all their tools, all their spells are done with like tools and gadgets that they create. So
And a 19 is going to hit.
4 damage.
Alright. Oh, you can't actually see the HP on there. Let me fix that. Boop. There we go. And I did deduct it.
Mm-hmm. Think currently all I'm able to do as of right now. Yeah, that's all I'm able to do.
Alright, so you use your blowtorch and start trying to cut through all this metal spaghetti. Sparks, of course, fly back. And it's quiet enough you don't think any tension could be made, especially considering the fact that there's all the noise that's already being made by the ride. You're probably not going to have to worry about anyone noticing yet. Watcher.
I look around and I notice that there's only a certain amount of colors. Oh, I know what I can do. Peepo, can you see that light over there?
Mm-hmm. He looks over towards the light you pointed to.
Look at this. And I'll make the light turn pink.
Ooh. Pretty color.
Is there any other colors you want? Warmer? Colder?
How about a nice blue?
Sure. And just he'll wave his finger again and it'll turn a bright blue.
Wow.
And I can even make it turn. I'll go from a darker blue, and then when it make the light grow brighter, and it'll go to a lighter blue.
Ooh! And his eyes go wide on all three of his spinning heads, as they all slowly watch it one after another. Red. Milla.
Yeah, sorry. Trying to, maintain the front of not really going to see Olga, but still just kind of keeping an eye out nearby, make sure there aren't any other hostile threats, I guess.
Oh, you're keeping lookout.
Yeah.
You do see some jawbreakers walk by, but they don't seem to be bothering anything or keeping an eye on anything, just sort of strolling past. They appear to be starlets. Very well dressed and making themselves the center of attention.
Alright, well, aside from that, keeping an eye out for there, keeping an eye out back towards the Eye of Heckna, make sure nothing bad's happening, and that's all that Red's gonna do.
Alright. Argyle?
Alright, so... Trying to think of what I could do with this.
Could bap it one.
I was gonna say though, like I would use instead of using my sword, because he knows that would actually damage it. He's gonna use the crowbars. Like if I'm gonna roll with the sword, the short sword, but I'm gonna use a crowbar. That's all right.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Technically, it'd be an improvised weapon, but if you did that, it probably wouldn't do all that much damage. Actually, let's see, what would he roll a a crowbar
Club.
as? Yeah, that makes
Club.
sense. Alright, so a 19 certainly will hit, so yeah, we'll use a club for the sake of damage.
I can roll that if you.
Yeah,
I have a club. It's 1d4.
And it is a simple melee weapon, which I think you are proficient with.
Yeah, it's 1d4 plus your strength modifier.
So 1d4 plus 5. Six.
All right. A loud clang is heard above the cacophony of noise, and Peepo looks back. Someone must be in there doing something with the power source. Help! Help! And you notice as the clowns in the wheel begin to stir.
Oh no.
At that point,
no, people. That was just me.
Kardak's just looking at Argyle like, really?
There goes my plan. I was about to say, no, people. That's just me making the noise with this spell.
Let's see, how many of them are active right now? Ah. Okay. Interesting.
I would like to say at that point, could my held action trigger?
Yes.
So the sphere where they're all running around inside, these workers, it's open, right?
Yes. I mean, it
I'm gonna
has a
drop
metal
one.
bar enough to where they aren't going to fall out of the wheel, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop a shadow right in there.
Okay.
Ho ho.
And let's change up the music now that violence is about to happen.
And it's gonna be at level 3.
Oh god.
So they're probably gonna die.
Only 10 damage.
Oh, only. huh? So
Only.
3, 1. So he succeeds. And he fails. And he fails. And he certainly fails.
So for the audience, I want it to be known that that's 3 2s and a 4.
So that is... So that's -5 to that guy. And then they all take the full 10. And... Is there any other part of Shatter? Like, do they get pushed, or is it just
Yes.
the damage?
No, not
It's-
shatter, no.
Or no, I'm thinking of Thunderclap.
Thunderwave.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, loud, 10-foot radius, Constitution save. Creature makes 3d8 thunder damage. for
Loud
save.
noise.
Creature, non-object. Okay.
And any non-magical object that is being worn or carried also takes damage if it's in the spell's area.
Wait a minute. That includes us technically.
Not really.
I mean,
no.
it's only
No.
a 10-foot
10-foot cube, never mind.
10-foot radius
Yeah.
sphere.
I was like, we're way above.
Yeah, you guys are fine.
Yeah, you guys should not be in any threat right now.
And that's a loud ringing noise in front of what I'm assuming is a condensed metal area.
You notice as the shatter goes off, it throws them all off. Like, obviously they don't get pushed or anything, but that sudden loud noise really does fucking throw those 3 guys. And you watch as they trip and get thrown around the wheel for a bit before they can finally catch themselves and get back up.
What did the other one that passed? have to dodge the other 3 if they tripped and fell.
In a very Looney Tunes-like fashion.
That is true. Nah, he gets knocked over and he joins them along the wheel. Well, what the fuck? Eventually they...
Dude, stop this crazy thing!
And as a free action, can I look at Carly? Okay, in my defense, that one wasn't me.
Is he still invisible?
Peepo
I have to make
continues
that point.
Actually, yeah, he.
Are you?
That's up to you. Would he still be invisible?
Right?
You did attack.
Oh,
technically, so.
I was gonna say you made an attack action, so it would drop.
Yeah. So you would not be invisible anymore.
I mean, not like it matters. We're inside a area.
All right, can I say
Well,
one more
I
thing? And
mean-
it's a free action.
Sure.
Okay, clearly you're better at taking the metal layer out than I am. I'll guard.
All right.
All right. So that was your held action, Lilith. Now it is your actual action. Are you going to try and wipe out the wheel?
What do I have? Yeah, you know what? I got 3 level 3. I got 2 more level 3 spell slots. Why not?
Hmm.
Not like that. Not like I'm really gonna use them for anything else. So yeah, let's go ahead and do another 3rd level shadow right in the same spot. Okay, that's a lot better.
I'm not even gonna
20.
roll because you killed them.
21?
Even if they succeed, they're dead. They had... I mean, now that they're dead, I can tell you, they had, like, 11 health, I think? You thunderously destroyed and made a mess in the wheel. Peepo looks absolutely horrified. What? What's going on? Are you working with them? I don't understand. Why did you kill the people wheel? As the wheel comes to a sudden jolting stop. And it shakes and creaks and moans around everyone here. Boop.
What's going on?
So,
Actually, let's see.
It
I
is
need to make
next.
sure. I need to make sure of something. I can see Kardak from here, right?
I don't think you would be able to, actually, since they are
Not if we're
inside the
inside.
middle of the wheel, and you're in front. If you went to the back, maybe, but you'd have to look past a lot of things, and I don't think you'd get a clear view of them.
I don't need to see them, they just need to hear me. I'm assuming they can hear me.
If you shout loud enough, you might be able to get over the cacophony of creaking and moaning from the ride.
Technically, it stopped.
That is true.
Did it?
It's true. But there's a lot of... It just suddenly stopped, so there's a lot of noise to start with as it's coming to a halt. But you could absolutely get them bardic inspiration.
Yep. Lilith is gonna yell up to the Kardak specifically. Well, stealth is out the window. You guys got the rest of this. So you have a G8 for ability checks, saving throws, and attack rolls.
Okay, I should get to the thralls because they are
Both of us?
next.
Just you.
Okay.
So, those of you on the ground level see as the clowns that are in there. Whoops, that's the wrong thing. That's circle. Line. As these clowns climb out of their cars and start climbing the spokes down to the room proper. At least 5 at this point. Let me take a look at their stats here. How long is there? They have... That is not a lot of speed. Interesting.
What's the range of this?
So he is going to have to dash.
Is he going to need to make a check?
Okay. Okay, so he's going to try and dash over there. I'm going to say with them, no, they've been on this ride for long enough. Like I said, they live here and steal from people in the other cars. They have done this so many times, they know exactly what they need to do to climb around the wheel.
Fair.
Really scuffle around.
So that's the only reason, since they're so knowledgeable. Yeah. And
Okay.
sure enough, Argyle, you see as the clowns come around. You see one coming from the roof staring down at you. And let's get some of these other lads in.
It's clowning time.
Yep, he's also gonna have to dash.
Send in the clown.
I'm just gonna say this, and it'll make sense in a second. Bring as many as possible. I have something fun.
Oh, I know what you're about to do.
And
We're about to fling some clowns in here.
I'm just gonna say, I have 2 spells I can use for this.
I'm going to say, how many people can fit in this area?
not a lot. Like I said, it's 10 by 10. We're probably gonna have to transfer you guys to the battle map to have a proper battle out here. But I'm just getting them all set up around you for the time being before we go into it proper.
Okay, 10 by 10 means that 2 of them can fit at a time.
And he's coming in from the side. We'll put him right there. I'll grab a lot. Copy.
Yeah.
Boop. Alright, I'm gonna bring you lot to the battle map. And if someone could just measure out like a 10 circle. I need like a 10-foot circle so I know I can draw it out properly.
Let's see. So
A circle or a
And
square?
let me make sure that is...
No, it's more like
Circle.
an ovoid.
You know what? You're right. Okay, why is it not grabbing... There we go.
Alright,
Now
that's
let's
your gun,
grab
actually.
that, put it right here. Okay, I need to make it a little smaller. There we go. There we go. And now let me put them in their proper areas here. You can make the circle go away now. Oh yeah, forgot to grab the thing y'all are attacking to get it out of the way.
Guys, if we make it around to my turn, I have a really stupid idea.
I thrive off of stupid, so go off.
Yeah, pop off, King. Do what you want to do.
The
Might want to
only-
adjust your token, Daluna.
Huh?
Might want to adjust your token.
The only thing I'm worried about is that it might also affect Argyle and Kardak.
I'm gonna put you guys up here. And Argyle, you said you were probably stepping away, right, and being near the edge to keep guard.
Yeah.
It's like
Okay, so
this
there's
is
this
the
side.
bottom here. And they're gonna climb and hop on in. The clowns will be able to properly attack once it's their next turn. You know, we've been going for a while. Let's take a quick break to stretch our water, drink our legs before we get into the thick of this combat.
Okie dokie.
Draco, could I DM you my idea?
Sure.
Let me find you in my messages.
You know what my first thought was when I was reading through this for this? It was Left 4 Dead with the clowns climbing all over the roller coaster. I'm like, just make it a Ferris wheel and you're good. Although I think Zombieland has them in a Ferris wheel at one point in the zombies.
I thought Zombieland was a roller coaster as well. Or, no, Zombieland's a merry-go-round.
No, I think it was either
It was
a
all
Ferris
three,
wheel,
actually.
but now that I think about it, it might be that like ride that goes up and down.
Like the screen.
Land Ferris wheel.
I'll be honest, I got the soundtrack.
No, it was
the
it was
music.
one of those rides where they come like up and down on the thing. I forget what it's called. Is it like a jumper or something like that?
Carousel?
I
Carousel
think
is a
I think I
merry-go-round.
know what you're talking
I
about.
found the picture. I'm gonna just paste it into here. It's this thing. I
Reminds me
forget
of
what you
this-
call that sort of ride.
Oh. The drop.
Yeah, I
a
know what
drop
that is.
ride.
Yeah.
Like the Scream at Six Flags. I will never get on those rides.
Draco, I DM'd you my idea. It's fucking stupid.
Yeah, I got Carnival
Okay, let me see here.
playing in my ears. Or in my head right now.
So, I was thinking about that too, your idea, but because the Ferris wheel is so big, I think it wouldn't work to heat the whole thing.
Wait, are you outright suggesting
the
to
one
set this on
downside.
fire?
Casting heat metal on the Ferris wheel.
It's made of
Technically-
wood!
I thought it was made of metal.
No, it is surely
No.
metal. It is indeed metal.
It looked like it was wood, I'm sorry.
I could say this. Heat metal doesn't specify a particular size
It doesn't.
restriction.
It just says a manufactured metal object that you can see.
Ferris wheels would be manufactured metal objects.
And
I mean, yeah,
look at it
but
this
I
way.
feel like
And look at it this way, if I cast it and all those guys fail their con save, they're falling off of that Ferris wheel, and that's a ton of fall damage.
yeah, but I'm like I suppose you could heat an entire iron golem, maybe, but I don't know about something this gargantuan being able to get fully heated by the spell.
I mean, I look at it this way. It's a concentration spell for 10 minutes. Would you argue that within 5 to 10 rounds of combat I could heat the whole thing? Assuming we are here that long.
And maybe
Are you
if
trying to
could
use
hold
heat
it,
metal on the
but-
Ferris wheel?
Like
Yes.
my other, yeah. My other reasoning behind this is, like, let's say someone's wearing metal armor and has a metal sword. You wouldn't hit both the armor and the sword with the spell. And, like, a lot of these are pieces that are connected together.
Well, it does says,
So, like, maybe you could, like, heat the leg of the Ferris wheel.
It does say choose a manufactured metal object, such as a weapon, metal weapon, or pseudo armor, to a heavy armor or medium armor.
Yeah, because you're saying you're not choosing both. But, I mean, if you won't let me do it, that's fine. I just thought the idea was hilarious.
Yeah, I was thinking about that before, because, like, obviously there's a big metal object, and the metal scaffolding is metal, so I was thinking, like, heat metal is a very viable strategy here, but the entire Ferris wheel seems like a bit much.
Fair enough.
To be able for one caster to do.
You might be able to use it like a central joint or something.
It's true. But you also have to consider if you do enough damage to the Ferris wheel proper, it might get loose from its mooring, and then you have a whole nother problem.
God, it's gonna be like that it's gonna be like that that scene from the Tony Hawk games.
Alright, but I have not gotten up to do my stuff, so I will be right back. Entertain chat while I'm gone.
Gotcha.
I mean, ultimately, that was my idea of, like, keep the whole thing. If they feel they're unsafe, they're gonna let go of it, and then they're gonna fall. And not only did they take the fire damage, but they're about to take a shit ton of fall damage when they hit the ground.
Could also just take care of making sure that no more clowns come towards us.
Oh, I got a spell for that. Well, if they come toward me, anyway.
I posted the Carnival original soundtrack in the Discord, by the way.
Okay, I'm back.
Oh shit! Yesterday was Mark Hamill's birthday.
Yep.
And not to bring things down or anything, but I just saw that for those who enjoyed NCIS, the actor of Ducky has sadly passed.
Yep, David McCallum.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I loved Ducky.
He also voice acted in Batman: Brave and the Bold and the Ben 10 Omniverse.
I knew of the Omniverse. I can't remember what he did, but I knew of the Omniverse. I didn't know about the Brave and the Bold, though. I did not know that.
He was Merlin in Omniverse, if I remember correctly.
I have returned.
Hey, welcome back.
Thank you. Is everybody back, or are we still missing somebody?
I just got
I'm
back.
here.
I'm here.
I'm here. I'm reading something about heat metal.
Okay.
Everybody's just reading now about.
What I miss
Oh my
about Heat
God.
Metal?
I was gonna say, did Gary Gygax say something about it?
So,
Or Jeremy Crawford?
Chaco
Or Jeremy
wants
Crawford,
to
there you
set
go.
the entire Ferris wheel on fire with heat metal. But I don't think that's feasible. Because it's so dang big and multiple different pieces that are connected.
Yeah. The original wording of the spell is like
As fun as
it's
that
like an
sounds.
object or a piece of armor.
That's actually something I'm reading right now that's talking about different pieces and stuff.
I mean, as far as those goes, like the weapon or a piece of armor, those sound more like a suggestion more so than
Yeah. An object.
limitations.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, DM's discretion, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like fine with heating the Ferris wheel because it is made of metal, but the entire thing is way too much for one caster. Like, if you had maybe 5 or 10 casters all casting heat metal in different points of the Ferris wheel, I could see that working to heat the entire thing. Or if you used heat metal and did nothing but heat metal every single turn for like several minutes to an hour, maybe, but that would also require
How do you
you
li-
not getting hit by anybody.
So what I found is you can use heat metal on a large object, but it will take a certain amount of round for the entire thing to heat up.
That's
Okay.
basically what we just said, yes.
But due
Yeah.
to other
So-
objects that are not metal, it will also, when it gets to those parts, it will slow the process as well.
I feel like also using heat metal to heat the entire Ferris wheel, the other problem is the ladder. That is very wooden and will catch on flame at a certain point,
True.
making it very hard for Argyle and Kardak to get out.
Well, Argyle.
Well, Kardak not so much because flying, but Argyle, yes.
So it's mostly right now, it just says it's up to DM discretion on that.
So I guess, Chuck, if you really wanted to do that, I'll say it's probably going to take you maybe not the full cast time of the spell, but because this is an 80-foot tall metal structure.
I am willing to retract my plan if it's too complicated.
Yeah, the logistics of it. I mean, as much as I like the idea of setting the Ferris wheel on fire, it also is a gigantic object that's gonna be a lot of time to properly put that through.
Yep, that's fine.
Also, it's not the most pressing thing, but I think I forgot to mention that in the cars this Ferris wheel, there are stinky pools of water. Like, not big ones, but like a little puddle in every single car. Don't worry about it. It could just be some, you know, something from Felix's shop that's spoiled on the ground, or rainwater that's just been sitting there for a good long while. Or it could be pee. You know, could be anything. Yeah. Ignore the fact that, like I said before, some of the clowns that are sitting in this ride live here. And
Who needs a
therefore never
chamber
get off the
pot?
ride. Yeah. sure, they could go off the side, probably, right?
Perhaps.
I'm actually listening to this song.
I'm gonna move the thingamajig.
I'll listen to this song while we're killing these clowns.
Let's see.
Yes. Oh,
Let me see. In these. Right, but if
All right,
everyone's back, I think we're good to get back into it.
is there a way to put the turn order back on? Because it's not on this one.
Oh, yeah, because it's in... Because it was on the other map, that's why you're not able to see the turn order proper. Okay, so let's see here. I'll probably just have to do it manually.
I was gonna say, shall we roll our initiatives and then just manually change them?
I mean, I could just add you guys back in. 15. Lilith was also 15. Oh shoot, I accidentally deleted the wrong one. Well, add turn. 15. There we go. Get rid of the one on top. Get rid of Lilith down here. Actually, you know what? It probably would be faster if you guys just rolled again. And I just change it. 8,
Sure.
7, 6.
I
4,
remember
3.
I had a 4. So I'll just edit that.
And I'll take that down. Kardec had 7. Okay, and get rid of Kardec there. So we just need Snack, Watcher, Argyle to roll.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Yes, a better initiative this time around.
Yeah, it's not gonna stay.
However, I'm changing it to the
14.
original.
I know. I'm like, can I just have fun?
Let the poor guy
There we
dream.
go.
I mean, yeah. Okay.
Also,
That's
Draco, while you're at it,
6.
you're still on BRB
And
apparently.
Snack was... Oh yeah, no, I was going to take that off after I finished typing everyone in and changing the turn order.
Ah, gotcha. Sorry.
And I do believe... No worries. And if I do that, that puts us back at the proper turn order. Which means that Kardec would be next, and now I will take...
Neck
off
would
the
be
BRB.
next.
Oh, you're right. I should have set this up properly in descending order. There we go. Lilith, I do believe, has a higher initiative than they do.
I have
Let's
a
see, your
plus
dex
3.
bonus is a +1, right? Yeah, no, yours is higher than theirs by a long shot.
Technically, I have
Okay,
an extra
so
+1
Snack, it
because
is
of
your turn.
Jack of all trades.
Right. Oh, and I need to...
do you think
I
about
never
that
knew
for
Jack of all
increasing
trades
initiative,
applied
by the
to
way?
initiative, so
It does?
yeah.
Wow.
Huh, I thought Jack of all trades was specifically for skills, but I guess if it's ability checks, then
I should remember that for Tarla.
Yeah. Round it down to any ability check you make that doesn't already include your proficiency bonus, and I guess that includes initiative. Which I don't think you can be proficient with initiative in 5e, but...
true.
Yeah, I don't think
No, I
that's a
don't believe
thing.
so. I know you can take feats that give you like bonuses to your initiative, but not proficiency.
Right, but Snack, what is your plan now that shit has clearly hit the fan?
Yeah, see the ones that are going in the hole?
Well, they're hanging on top of the wheel, the chamber, so I think you could probably see them from your position. However, they are... Like, the lowest one is 50 feet in the air above you.
That's not a problem.
Lowest two, I should say.
I am going to spend a key point. Not a key point. Fucking sorcery point.
The other point.
Yes. Well, I guess we're going in blazing. Both Snack's hand catches on fire as he's doing twin spell firebolt at the two lower ones. Here and here.
Okay.
Oop. No, carriage sheet, damn it. Come back. First one. 11?
11 will not hit. Nope.
And second one. 15.
A 15 will hit.
For 17 fire damage.
Ooh, that's a healthy chunk right there.
That's a lot of damage.
Ooh. Hey, beefy boys.
Mm-hmm.
Where? It keeps disappearing. That will be my turn.
Alright, Kardak. The clowns are on parade.
Look out! Look out!
But you
I was
have a
thinking the
job to
same
do.
thing, Milla. Clowns on parade, here they come, hippity hoppity.
They're here. They're there. These
The clowns are everywhere.
Red Cell unite.
Firebolt. Sorry. Headphones being a bit funky right now.
No worries.
No worries. An 8 will not hit.
Hold up. Hold up. Plus
Ooh,
Plus your bless. You push 2d4.
12.
3, 4. So that would be 12. Still doesn't hit. You're a little distracted by the thuds on the ceiling telling you the jig is up. And you miss your positioning with your blowtorch.
Argyle might want to block that door.
I have it, I have it. They have one way in and one way out.
And then... Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Currently don't have any bonus actions I can do. Can't smack it with a club, can I?
No, I mean you would need extra attack if you were going to do something like that, I believe.
I wasn't sure if club counted as like a light weapon or not.
believe so. Club. Let's see here. Oh well, it is a
Simple.
light weapon. It does say that.
Yeah, because you can make
Offhands.
offhand bonus actions. You just don't get bonuses to the damage. It's just the pure dice roll.
Right, so you can certainly do a attack with it offhand. That'll hit.
20 to hit, and it's going to be 4 on the dice unless, yeah.
Right. So that'd be -4. Bang!
Stupid metal cobweb.
All right, Watcher, what are you gonna do down here at the bottom? Peepo's really freaking out right now.
I will swirl my holy symbol in my hand. Look at Peepo. Don't worry, whatever this is happening, I'll defend you. And I will go ahead and cast Spirit Guardians. So, this does is everything around 15 feet for the duration is surrounded by like bluish green fey spirits. And when affected, and when creatures that I designate, which is anything that will harm me, my friends, or Peepo, will go ahead and enter the area or just start their turn in it. They have to make a wisdom saving throw, and if they fail it, they take 3d8 radiant damage. On a successful save, they take half as much damage. Also, their speed is halved.
All right. Peepo seems to
And
calm
then
down
I will
a little
pull my
bit.
longbow to my hand. Oh yes, these things are bluish creatures with like big butterfly wings and whatnot. He's probably never. Peepo's probably never even seen anything like these.
Yeah, his
You're
eyes.
getting a fun show, Peepo.
He's still afraid, but he's calming down a little bit. But his eyes are sparkling with wonder.
Damn.
Red,
That'll be me.
you're a ways away.
Yeah. Starting to hear the cacophony and
Hello?
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 Hello.
Hi.
Hello?
I was like,
About
like,
cacophony.
it just cut off. Like, cacophony. I'm like, what?
Oh no.
Mila.
Millie, you still there?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Something happened?
Yeah, something might have happened on Milla's end. Because we can't hear him.
He said BRB screen.
Oh no, that was a few minutes
Discord
ago.
broke for him.
Discord is
Oh
broke for
no.
him.
What
Aw.
again?
Type
Oh no.
True.
say on the stream and
Well,
type it.
while he's restarting that. What do you think of that reference piece I sent you real fast?
Oh, I like it a lot.
Hot.
I can't wait to have that come into play.
You guys don't know, but I've been playing with my dolls.
I'm kind of scared now.
I might make a new token for you to reflect this, but that'll be obviously much later down the line.
Oh, please do, please do. That piece is from one of my favorite artists online. That is Sakimi-chan.
Okay, I don't have you as a...
They're a very solid
multi-form,
artist.
but I
Big
can
fan of
do
them.
that. Okay. So I do have it set up.
I'm not keeping this with you guys, by the way. I'd show you guys, but it's story centric, so no.
Yeah. You'll just have to wait and see.
I love characters that live 7 centuries.
Has lived for 7 centuries, yet knows nothing. What the?
God damn
He
it!
lives!
Lives for 7 centuries, but what?
I was gonna say, lives for 7th century, yet knows nothing of the mortal realm.
Okay.
No, cause that's not his wheelhouse. That's not his wheelhouse. He basically has been on the weirdest world tour for like a year-ish.
With Red being the travel companion.
Yeah, like what's that? That's a tavern. Why don't you simply feast in a clearing?
All right. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
All right,
So,
so I had to,
real
my
quick,
Discord
Rabbit.
worked, and I had to reset like everything. So now I'm back. Okay, so Red was just gonna move 30 feet to try and make his way back towards the Eye of Heckna. And about how far would you say Red is at this point? Draco.
Let's see. I'd say he's probably about 60 feet, and then he could make his way to the back of the Wheel of Heckna. And then he'd has to go around, like, let's say, it's probably not that far from the back to the front. Let's say 10 feet from there.
Okay. So he's about 70 feet out from the base of the wheel?
Yeah.
Okay. Boy. Geometry, as I go look up, I can see the clowns trying to make their way into the room from where I'm standing, right?
Indeed, yeah.
Would you say the range of that's about 80 feet? Ish? I don't know.
Let's see, you're 70 feet out. And they're about...
40 feet
I
up.
think not, but I could do some quick measurements. See, it'd be
Alright.
boop, 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 boop.
You know what?
Yeah, it's like 50 feet up.
You know what? I'll spend the cunning action
So,
to dash
probably
to
not.
try to get in range. So
Okay.
that'll probably put me at about
So, y-
40 feet out from the base.
okay, so from
And then Red's just
40
gonna take
feet
a short
from the
bow.
base.
And shoot one of the clowns that is looks like it's gonna be the first to make their way inside.
Alright.
Alright, get my
So-
camera back up again.
There's that clown right there is probably the one in your range for the shot.
Alright. Short bow. Yeah. That's a 12.
A 12 is not gonna do it. You're close, but not
Alright.
quite.
Well, that's it for Red. That's about all he could do at this point.
Alright. Argyle, it's your turn. They haven't come in yet, but they're about to.
So, show me where the door is on this.
It'd be, like I said, it's open in the back, but like right
like,
here
from,
on
like,
the
right
bottom
here
is where
to
they are.
right
You can
here?
definitely approximately, yeah.
I need to know
I
that
mean,
for
since
what I'm
it's
gonna
an
do.
open
so.
back, they're probably just gonna
Okay,
climb
so-
in.
I was gonna say, there's no like at door. There's just looking at the guts.
You just open space, looking at the guts. Yeah. if that affects your plan at all.
No. If he comes right here, he sees this guy.
Mm-hmm. You see him starting to pull himself up.
Oh no, we can't have that. Hit it. So, I'm gonna grab him, or like reach my arm out, grab him with my hand, and shopping grasp him so he falls, or so he basically like gets tasered off the thing.
Okay.
It's a cantrip. I could do this forever.
That will hit. So let's start with the actual lightning damage of 7. And I will see if he holds on with a dex save. And if he fails, he's going plummeting down to the ground to make a big splattering mess on the ground. Well, goodbye.
Zap. I am a dragon taser.
You're a bug zapper.
So, you all see as this clown falls from the wheel very close by to you and makes a big splattering mess, because, like I said, that's 50 feet. I believe that's 5d6s for falling?
Yes.
Every 10 feet above 10 feet.
That's 4d6s. I'm still sure he's dead.
Actually... Okay, so let me change that to 46s before I start reducing it.
I was gonna say you could just
Oh,
get
well.
rid of the last die.
So here's the thing, he is not dead.
But he wishes he was.
He's very hurt, but he's prone.
Does he belong to my
Oh!
spirit guardians?
Yeah, I was about to ask
Oh
that.
yeah.
Yes! He would
did,
absolutely fall
he takes
into
damage.
Spirit Guardians.
Let's get that wisdom save out for him then.
So what is...
That's 8
let's see,
damage.
Wisdom,
Yeah.
right? And that is a failure,
Oh,
I
he
believe?
fails like a son of a bitch. Yep. Spell save is
Would you like to
16
describe
now. So
how
yeah.
your... Would you like to describe how the fairies are beating the ever-loving shit out of him as he falls to the ground?
Yeah, they all look like Titania courtiers. So one of them flies up when the clown falls down, and with an ethereal bow, just a blue arrow of energy just goes thump, and that's it, just right in the chest.
Spikes him the fuck down. So, he is prone, he is still alive somehow, but I'm gonna say this one is stunned from the fall, so he won't be able to take actions for the next turn.
We just hear thump.
It's just the goofy scream.
Yeah.
That feel when I unintentionally create a 15-foot wide pit trap.
Yeah, I pictured the Wilhelm scream.
Alright. Yeah, I was gonna say the Wilhelm scream is also acceptable.
You beat me to it, Chaco. That's
Alright, is
also
that
how
it,
I
Argo?
imagined in my head.
That's it for me, yeah. Actually, wait, real quick.
Alright.
Alright, real quick, I'm gonna move right here.
Okay. Okay, and now it is Lilith's turn.
Jojo, such a good.
Indeed. Let's see here. Seeing as how they've got the guys on the top readily taken care of, the guy that fell, he's still alive, right?
Yep,
I believe so, yes.
on the ground. A little stunned from the fall,
Mm-hmm.
but alive.
Probably wishing he wasn't.
Probably.
Well, there's going to be a bunch of pissed off fairies around him, so yeah.
Exactly.
Well, Lilith is just going to look at this man who has just fallen on the ground and then just getting beaten up by the spirit guardians and just say, and she's just gonna say, you know, for a clown, I'd expect you to have a little bit better poise and dexterity, but I guess I can be wrong.
Oof.
Ooh.
So he needs to make a wisdom save, and that's 3 psychic damage if he fails.
Well, he does succeed. You
Yeah,
don't see him
nothing
react,
happens.
but that could also be from the shock of falling. Right. It is now time to properly send in the clowns.
What
So, the
clowns
one on the
are
bottom
in the
is gonna go
fairy zone
first.
Afterwards?
It would just be the one that's on the ground here, unable to move out of it.
Alright. After the clown's up top, that one's got to make a wisdom save then.
Alright. So we'll start with the guy who's on the bottom. Let's see. The other ones aren't in yet. They're up at the top, so he is absolutely free to do his thing here that he can do. Yeah, I'd say because 3D is kind of hard to place out on a 2D surface. Technically speaking, he is in there, but if I put him here, it'd be more accurate to where he is. And if he does this... Yes, he can hit both of you, but also the Thingamajig, but this would be a poison attack. He inhales and lets out a rank breath. You can actively see it. It is so stinky. Smells of rotten popcorn and far long ago eaten candy fills the area. And I need you to make a DC 13 con save, or you're taking 11 poisoning damage.
That's for
So
me.
Kardak fails.
Hold
Yes,
on.
you as well. Oh, you're
It's
right.
gonna be 9.
That is still
Yeah,
a fail.
Mr. 2d4s can also help
And
for
Argyle, roll
saves.
yours.
Just want to let you know.
13.
Oh wait, I did a Constitution check,
So
not
that
a
is
Constitution
13.
save. My bad.
Oh, yeah, we'll let you do the proper con save. So now you're
16.
fine. Argyle, you hit a 13. So the two of you are fine, so instead you're going to take 6 poison damage from this breath. And like I described, it is the most foul thing. Like, you've been around. There are some people that can't take the hint that their breath stinks, but this is beyond.
You remember
You
that
actively
scene
smell
in
what he's been
Pirates?
eating. Mostly popcorn.
Said
Remember
6 damage.
that scene in Pirates of the Caribbean 3 where Jack Sparrow breathes on the guy and he falls off the boat? I can't remember if that was Will. I think that was
Yes.
Will that he did that. I'm assuming it's that.
Pretty much, yeah.
Said it was 6 damage, right?
Now for the rest of our clowns. Yes, 6 damage. This one's gonna hop down from the ceiling and take damage. I guess it'd probably be more accurate to say he's probably, like, around here. And obviously the scaffolding, surprise, surprise, can't make a save. But it is also metal, so poison's not gonna do a whole lot to it. Because of his position falling down, he is going to do this to Argyle instead.
Oh,
That is a miss.
that's cute.
That'll hit, though.
He
just slams into you.
1 second.
Oh.
Let's see, 18 plus 5, 20. Damn it! No, it does.
No shield for you.
Alright, so that's going to be 7 bludgeoning damage. And
too bad I
his
can't
final
see
and
that.
third attack. And
Can
that
I
is
say something as a
10.
free action to
So
him?
that one won't hit. Absolutely.
I hope you had fun with that. 'Cause that's the last thing you're ever gonna do.
We'll see, Lizard Man. Still got some friends coming in. Actually, you know
That
what?
just sealed
Because he
your
would have had to
fate.
fall in, I should roll. He took 4 damage from the fall in.
Quick question. What were those wisdom saves? On the one that fell, for the spirit guardians, what were the wisdom saves for exactly?
It was the wisdom save was for vicious mockery.
Well, no, I knew that one, but
Oh wait, did I roll the
First
wrong
damage
thing
from
for
the
spirit guardians?
yeah, spirit guardians
Yeah.
isn't
No,
a
it's a
save.
wisdom save for spirit.
Is it?
Yeah. An offended
First
creature
time-
speaks
Oh,
out
it must
area,
make
the
a
creature
wisdom
enters the
saving
area
throw
for
on
the
a
first
failed
time.
save.
Yeah.
Yep.
And on a successful
Alright.
save, they take half as much
Oh,
damage.
okay.
Moving back.
I don't know why I thought that was a. Never mind. Disregard me. My bad.
You're good, Xell.
Alright, no worries. So
It's late.
clown number 3. No worries. He's gonna hop over here, take his damage. That is 2 damage to him from the fall. -2. And he is going to rush at Kardak, because he's clearly the one trying to damage the Thingamajig most. And he is going to slam. That won't hit. That I'm pretty sure doesn't hit. The natural 20 does, though. Kardak, you're going to take 5 bludgeoning damage from this clown slamming into you. And our final clown hops down from the top, so we're going to say he takes 2 d6 damage. Alright, 7. -7. Now, does he want to split off? Or does he want to... I think he will. Although you will get an opportunity attack on him, Argyle, because he's going to move out of your threat radius once he jumps down and out.
Yep, not even try. He can't even try.
Right? So he definitely takes that hit. Nice. Right, and as he rushes towards Kardak, this one is going for some reckless attacks. He gets advantage on all of these during his turn, but attack rolls against that one are going to have advantage. So that is a 19 to hit Kardak for 6 bludgeoning. Oop. Yes. Ah, all right. So that no longer hits. He's gonna still keep trying. So that also will not hit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's got to hit 22.
Out of curiosity, is there a reason why we can't see his rolls, or?
You should be able to see them.
Yeah,
No, we're not able to.
yeah.
We see the dice rolls, but
That's
not the
weird.
card rolls. Unless he's just sending them to
Yeah.
DM.
Check your toggles. See if you're only rolling to the DM.
Let's see. Toggle.
Y'all were talking about
We
me.
have to hit edit on
Yes.
this.
Yeah. It was set to 2 GM only.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I switched it back to proper.
All right.
I was wondering about that.
Okay.
So, chat, you've been able to see them.
That's what's important.
Alright, so you're gonna take 7 bludgeoning damage from that last one, because he did manage to hit you.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, and... Ah, damn it.
Argyle?
My
Kardak
sheet
is looking
acting
rough.
Wobbly.
Oh, don't worry, cousin. I'm going to have you real soon.
Oh, these two aren't going to have a very fun
Alright.
moment.
I might have to reload on my end, because I can't properly get into the clowns. The sheet is acting wonky. So, give me just a moment, but Snack, it is your turn.
Alright.
What are you needing from the clowns?
I mean, their sheet. It just wasn't loading properly, so...
Oh,
Because
I
I
was
went
worried
to
about the
edit, because I
rolling
thought
issue.
maybe they were set to toggle or something. Nope. There
oh,
we go.
no, they're referring to me.
Now I have all their stuff.
Mac is going to walk over to this clown over here, look down at him and say, "Hi, how are you?" And then he is going to proceed to smacking the shit into him. Fire fisting. First
Goodness.
attack. 20
Yeah, that hits.
for 3 fire damage. Second one. 19
Will also hit.
for 4 fire damage. And then bonus action, key point, flurry of blow for 2 more. 10?
Alright, so... You have advantage because he's paralyzed, so that's a 22 to hit, yes.
Oh. 4.
For 4.
And
All
then the last
Also,
one.
I realized we didn't do... Oh yeah, first, do your last hit.
14.
That will hit. That meets.
4 for another 4.
Okay, so now, the thing I realized, we didn't do Watcher's Spirit Guardians because he was stuck in them.
Yep.
So I gotta roll his Wisdom save, and we gotta roll them Spirit Guardians.
9. He takes 9 radiant.
And he rolled a 9, so he's gonna take that. So...
999.
That means Snack's fists would have killed him, so how would you like to kill this clown on the ground, paralyzed?
That walks over him. One fist, gut, stays. Second fist, third. They both stay. Fast. Last one goes straight through his face.
Alright. And as you punch through his face, you realize something.
Oh no.
He was a clown. And as you pull your fist up, you see something on the end of your fist. A schnozzling.
Hey, that schnozzling.
And once
has to
I
take a
grab the
wisdom
token,
Oh yeah, that's honestly has to make it was a save.
Hey, buddy, that's not.
Oh, we'll see how long he lasts.
He's like,
Probably not gonna last long.
it's like I live.
Yeah,
Dead.
well, we'll see if he makes it, but even if he does...
Snack does the.
I'm gonna get... Ah!
Snack does when he pulls out his notch, he does the Homer Simpson scream.
Yeah.
This one will take
And let's see if he gets vaporized.
17 radiant.
Yeah, he gets
damage.
vaporized.
Goddamn. So it appears on your hand. One of the fairies just flits by. There seems to be a knife that just carves right through it.
Oh, dead. Thank you.
Watcher just makes just a little holy gesture and just nods.
Oh,
Alright.
I love my sister right
And
now.
Oh.
She just sent me some art that asks about for Snack.
Oh, that's what's up.
Oh, nice. We'll have to update the token when we get the chance, but it is now Kardek's turn. You are very hurt. And you got 2 clowns punking on you.
I put the artwork in the art folder.
Ooh.
That's super nice.
That is awesome.
Nice.
God, I love elves. Crazy about elves.
Try to share that.
I just realized I've been muted this entire time. Sorry. That art looks
no
familiar to me,
worries.
by the way. Trying to find specific phrases. He's going to look to the clowns and gesture to himself and say "Pinker" to them.
Pinker?
Which I will not explain because I do not believe Argyle speaks gobbledygook, right?
No, but it's like I only speak
Ah.
Draconic.
Yeah. He
Alright. So,
gestures to himself and says "Pinker." Talking to the clowns.
for the people in chat, could you describe what Pinker means?
Is everyone else muted?
Not me. I speak it, buddy.
Yeah, but you're not nearby to hear.
It's true. You can't hear it. So, we can
He
do
would not be
everyone
yelling. He would
deafen.
not be yelling this. He would not be yelling this.
Yeah. And I'll let you know when you're good to de-deafen.
Hoshi.
Oh.
Alright, so...
Oh, I accidentally muted. My bad. Oopsie. Oopsie poopsie.
Alright. Yeah, you can just deafen.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah. So, chat. What was the word again? Pinker?
Pinker, yes.
Pinker? Means spy.
Ah. Indeed. Oops. Let me uncapitalize all that.
Just trying to figure out a way to like
All right.
kind of be like I'm on your side kind of thing. But
So, roll persuasion.
$20.
And they will
Soft 20.
roll wisdom. Ooh.
6.
Their eyes widen. Ah. Okay.
Is that my action,
You'll
bonus
whisper, you do.
action?
I'd say that's an action.
Okay. You gonna message me what they say? Or did they not say anything in response?
Oh no, they would have said something in response. I don't know if there's words for these in gobbledygook off the top of my head, but we'll see.
Mm-hmm. I need to see, is that a bonus action or an action? That is an action. Damn. Could upcast that.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okie doke.
Take it that would
Anything
be my
else,
turn.
or
Or am I allowed to
Yep.
reply back to what they say to me?
Oh, I'll say you can reply now.
He nods his head and just taps. He nods and just taps his head.
Can Argyle roll, or did Argyle hear him say that? Or can I roll to see if I heard him say
It was
that?
whisperings. You would
They're-
have
they're
to roll
speaking
perception, and I guess that'd be a. Yeah, so you wouldn't even understand if you heard what he said.
Well, I just want to do this like above game for
But-
like the, for like if he has a 4 in perception. He's actually relatively perceptive. So I was like, let's just see, you know.
Fair enough.
Should I roll?
We'll see if you can
stealth or
hear
anything?
him speaking his words. Yes. I'll allow you to do that before you get to Watcher's turn, since it's in the moment.
15.
Now, don't forget, we do have like because it
think
is
you
a
hear-
check.
Oh, yeah.
It's true. You could both use your D4s.
It'd be an 18 for me.
19.
Yeah.
All right. You do hear him mumbling something in a language you don't quite understand. It sounds like some of the stuff that the clowns might be speaking, but you don't think you've heard that word before.
This is
The
a
word
prize
was,
thing that'll help us later.
Pinker? Hmm.
Either way,
Anyway, Watcher, it's your turn.
Hell yeah! Alright, there's nothing more down here.
Nope.
If I go ahead and climb up to the top of one of those cars, can I poof myself inside where those people are going in?
You could poof to another car within sight, I feel, It's like, oh,
No,
let me
no,
measure
poof
from the
into
car to see,
where
like, the lowest
Argyle
car.
and the other people are. Because
Yeah,
I'm trying to gain
see
some ground
how
so I can
far
basically
away
just
that
like...
is.
Yeah, I'm trying to go ahead and just see if I can't leap up and poof to where they are. If not, I'm going to hold an action to where the next person who drops down here, I'm going to go ahead and just make it rain fairy stuff on them, but...
So, it's 40 feet from the inside of one of the cars, but if you wanted to spend your movement to, like, climb on top of the edge of the car, I can see that reasonably being enough to pull you into that space. That's
Right, that's what I want to do. I want to go ahead and
about
climb up
35
so I
feet.
can... I want to climb up so I can go
measured it out.
ahead
It's,
and just shorten the
35
distance between me and using face step to get up to where the dragons are.
Yeah, I'll certainly allow that. So you will have to roll athletics, because, like, this is a Ferris wheel car. It's probably going to rock a little bit while you're getting on there. So I guess, actually, would acrobatics make more sense, or just a flat dex to keep your still enough to warp
I can
in?
roll an acrobatics, and then we'll see whether or not this is even feasible or not. If not, I can just go ahead and just be the ground guard. I'm cool with that. That's a 21.
With a 21, you manage to balance yourself enough where the rocking isn't hurting you too much. You can manage to get a good enough look into the chamber and port yourself in.
I'm gonna look down at Peepo, and I'm going to tell Peepo. Just 1 second. I'm gonna go ahead and make sure everything's okay up there.
Okay.
And I will smile and snap my finger, and I'm going to face step to here.
Right. Could you put an aura? Actually, what's the distance for the spirit guardians? And I'll set an aura up for you.
15 feet in every direction around me.
So a 15-foot radius, and we'll make it a light blue.
Yes, light blue, minty green. That's what we're looking for here.
I was gonna say, if it's around Watcher himself, Rabbit can set that up himself.
Oh, I don't know how. Draco can teach me before we start next week. It'll be fine.
The cog?
I just did it, so I'll
Okay.
let you know.
Yeah.
Or not the cog, it would have been the one next to it.
And oh, look at that! All these clowns are in the radius.
Oh, no, it is the cog.
Hey, guess what? All those
So
clowns.
is the.
I need to make a wisdom save.
All right.
Question.
Also, the Thingamajig's metal scaffolding is in range if you want to have them attack it too. It will not make the save.
yeah.
It is an object.
Oh yeah,
There's
we're
a-
in business.
Here's another quick question. Would Argyle and Kardec be one of the ones exempt that
Yeah.
you chose to exempt?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He specified his friends
because
were safe.
your
so.
allies.
So I believe it's a number of
It is a.
creatures.
And I think it's anyone you designate is safe, but we could look at Spirit Guardians just to be sure.
Spirit Guardians goes ahead and is good
is-
neutral. Okay, I can designate any creatures I can see to be unaffected by it. Yeah. You guys will be fine. I wouldn't have done this if you weren't.
Well, there is that one natural 20, but I'm pretty sure everyone else failed. What is your save again?
16.
So yeah, they all failed except for the Uber Clown.
He is their king. Okay.
Indeed. Well, Heckna's their king, but he's like the regional manager.
He's their regent.
The Margrave.
Yeah, exactly.
VIP, very important prankster. All right. The guy who rolls a 13 is going to take 18 radiant damage. The guy who rolled a 6 is going to take 9 radiant damage. The guy who rolled an 11 is going to take 9 radiant damage. And the very important prankster is going to have that's 11 or 10, dealer's choice.
All right. So, yep, it'll be a 11, and then you just have to roll for the metal scaffolding.
Oh yeah, and the metal scaffold. That takes 22 radiant damage.
Goddamn. Okay, let me see. So that was... The 18 was for the one who rolled 13. So that'd be that guy. Boop. The 9 was for the 6. Who's this guy here? And our last guy also got a 9. All right.
All right. Man, these classes, wow, spell lists are fun. You've really gotten me a lot more comfortable with using spell list, I gotta say. I haven't cast a spell.
I'm so
this
glad to
turn,
hear
though,
that.
So I'm gonna go ahead and cast. Let's see. Let me see here. Didn't think I'd get this far, to be honest with you. I didn't plan this far. Oh, that's always a favorite. Hey. The clown in front of me, I'm gonna do a very sharp, just lunge of my hand and inflict wounds.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
That is a 26, and they take 17 necrotic damage.
Whoo! Sizable chunk.
Look over, Argyle.
All right.
I figured I'd check to see what the ruckus was. As I bring up my shield. And that's the end of my turn.
All right. Red. So all of them are inside. I'll say you can see the ones on the edge clear enough to take the shot at them. So
Excellent.
there's still 2 clowns in range.
Bonus action. Steady aim. And I will shoot. We'll say the one that is currently standing in front of Watcher. Sorry, I'm just barely teetering here. Let's see. Short bow. Hey, yeah. Wait. I just realized.
That's not gonna...
I forgot I have the emboldening bond too.
Yeah, it works on my friends.
That's true.
That's 13.
That's still not gonna be enough.
No. Okay.
No.
That's it.
Just
for me.
barely.
Weh.
And now, it is Argyle's turn.
So, if I move right here, does that provoke attack of opportunity?
It would provoke attack of opportunity from this one. Because this
Yeah.
one is haranguing your spot.
What about right here?
Same thing. This one is aggravating this spot. So if you move from that spot, this one would get an attack on you.
Okay, then.
Yep.
He's just gonna stab this one.
Fair enough. Stabbing is also a viable option. That will hit.
But I'm assuming that's gonna hit, and that's gonna... I'm trying to stab, like, basically stab his hands to where he can't... Or, what if he's hanging on? Basically try and make it where he falls off.
Oh.
Well, he's in the place proper now.
Yeah, he's in
He
like, this
climbed up
little-
in, so he's fine.
Okay.
However, if
I'm
you
gonna-
had a way to push him, you could certainly do it, because he's, like, right at the end.
Stabbing is always a viable strategy. Let's attack him again. Do 10 damage.
Okay. He's starting to look a little rough.
And I can still move, right?
You can.
You would get an attack of opportunity, though.
I'll take the risk.
It's true.
Okay.
All right.
He's gonna move right here.
Well, let's... Okay.
He does not hit me.
And that is a 14, so... Yep.
Hey, guess what?
What?
Action surge.
What?
Oh, fun.
Ah!
And now I can hit this one and this one.
Ah, I see what you're going to do. You're going to turn back their own thing against them.
Thunderwave them. I did this specifically because I found out you could actually do this. It's a full action. So I'm making it so like it can hit both of them, but it can't hit Watcher.
Radical.
15.
Good job, dude.
Cube.
And they're getting knocked the hell out of this area.
So let's see. We need a 15-foot cube. Actually, I think that's not correct because that's the center of the cube.
That's a big cube.
Want...
Actually, no. It'd be right here. Would be the
Edge.
where it hit them, and not Watcher. So it was right there.
So you're using the
Let's put
edge of the
that
cube to your advantage.
through-
Exactly.
Rad.
Okay.
'Cause I did
Alright.
this.
Okay, so they need to make con saves, so they're going flying.
Regardless if they
Clown number 1. Clown number 2. Well, that one certainly didn't. Successful save, creature takes half as much, isn't pushed. So
Which one isn't? Which one's one and which
that
one's
would
two?
be 6 damage. So the one in front of Watcher is number 1. Number 2 is the one that you just got in front
Well,
of.
look at that, Draco.
You know.
He gets if he's flying, he gets flown right on this direction.
And he might pinball the other guy.
Exactly.
Minus 12.
It's almost like I planned this.
Woo!
Draco, you gave a lot of people that pinball cantrip, and I'm telling you what, they are just going to town doing lines and pinballing people. You've created monsters. You've created monsters here.
Yes. I mean, that was the whole point of the cantrip in the first place. But, let's see. I guess you'll have to roll strength to see if he can hang on. Well, goodbye! Poor Bumbles the Clown. Whoa!
That clown's name was Vertigo the Clown.
Alright, let's see.
That was fun.
Yes. Let's see. How much of a fall is that if I measure from the eye again?
40 feet.
That's a solid 40. Yeah. So that'd be 3
He probably
d10s,
takes
'cause
more
it's
if he
every
smashes into
after
a car on
10.
his way down.
I basically just used him as
Funny
used
little,
this guy as a. I used that guy as a pool ball.
You
Fantastic at the billiards table.
See, that is 3. So he takes 8 damage on the fall. And just like the other one, he is very clearly stunned and prone. For all of our friends on the bottom level to just beat the ever-loving piss out of.
Hey, Snack, you missed one. Here's another one for you.
Bop! look, it's Lilith's turn.
Indeed, it is.
Funny that.
I see one that's fallen in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. I was on the wrong page.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
You know what? Actually, hold on. I'm not gonna go there. I'm gonna stay where I'm at. I'm gonna pull out the accordion.
Okay.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, so, let's hit. She's gonna pull out the, she's gonna pull out the accordion and look at the clown and go, I hope you like polka. 25.
You know, I don't think he does, because that certainly hits.
9 bludgeoning.
I hope you like polka. Well,
He's
technically it's
barely
more of a seasonal
standing
thing, but
after
I-
a bolt of energy. He's just barely sitting, well, lying on the ground, punctured and bludgeoned. He's got bruises all over him. One from the concussive blast that just happened to slam him.
The resilience of the clown.
Indeed.
You know, I have a rapier. It's a finesse weapon. Would you let me do an offhand attack as a bonus action?
I don't see why not.
That, however, is an at one.
And let's see, that is 9. So you get a little over eager, and you stab at him, but you catch part of your armor and you rip through it. Your armor class is now reduced by 3 until you either spend a round to repair it with the mending spell.
Which I don't have.
Ooh, Kardak's one of those mechanic boys. They can go ahead and fix it with the mechanic spell.
It's true.
No, that's it for
Right.
Lois' turn then.
So we'll start with our first thrall, who, watch, you get an opportunity attack as he runs over to here.
Oh, fantastic. Can cantrips be used as opportunity attacks?
I
I think it
you
only
need a
has to
feat.
be a weapon attack.
I think you need a
Right,
feat for
Connor
that.
told me that yesterday. It's the Warcaster feat. That's
Yeah,
what
you
that
need
does.
Yeah, you need Warcaster for that.
Yep.
Right. Well, take an arrow in your ass,
Warcaster's
buddy.
one of the best feats because of it.
Thump, that's a 12.
That is unfortunately not enough.
All right.
So he steps over here, and he takes a deep inhale as he breathes out a cone of... Actually, let me step him over just a single square. Whoop. There we go. Now, as I was saying, he breathes out the foulest smelling thing that either of you have ever smelled. Rotting popcorn, soured candies. Is that
and I've
skunky
been around
alcohol?
Fomorians.
Ugh. It's true. A Fomorian would be nice in comparison, honestly.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Which is the scariest thought you have.
Ah. That's a 7.
You're going to take 16 poison damage, and Argyle, you need to roll another con as well.
$17.
Alright, so you're only going to take 8 poison damage then. Okay, and time for our others. Now that there's more targets... Whoops, that's still the cone. Yeah. Let's see. This guy's gonna move on down to Watcher. And he is going to try and slam into him.
Armor class
That
is
a
15. The number
Alright,
to beat
no
is
hit.
18.
That one is a 8. And his last attack is a 10.
Oh,
Ba-da-ba,
right.
ba-da-ba.
Crazy that these things get 3 attacks. These must be the higher end clowns.
Yeah? Mm-hmm.
You
You've
could
never gotten
you
a
could tell
chance
by
to
the
fight
life
the
you could
fresh
tell,
thralls.
you could tell by the 3 attacks and the meaty health bar, but this is your more sports model clown. This is more for industrial work, general shaboingery.
Yeah. When you need that high-tier physical comedy, this is the clown you go to.
This is the clown you go to. Absolutely. Just you and me, just like doing like a fucking like Avon TV.
Hey, Draco.
Yeah. And now, how much would you pay for a clown of this style?
Hey, Draco.
Yes.
Did you roll their wisdom saves?
I was gonna let him go.
You're
ahead
right, I
and-
didn't.
Exactly.
It happens at the start of their turn.
All the start. I thought it was the end. All right, roll along those wisdom saves, boy.
So-
I got my 3d8s for you.
We got 3. 1. Fail. 2. Fail. 3. I think that
Fail!
succeeds.
Oh, it's all failures. Oh wait,
No.
okay. So the one that rolled a 7 takes 13. The one that rolled a 6 takes 11. And the one that rolled a 15 takes
All right.
10.
Okay.
Also, the cotton candy will take 14.
And let's get rid of that. Minus 14.
I would like to
All
point
right.
out, Draco,
Now
that it
our.
is-
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say, I would like to point out, Draco, that it is 1 in the morning for us East Coasters, so I don't know if you want to call it here or just move through this turn order and then call it at the top of the next turn.
Oh, I was gonna have this clown go and then end it.
God damn it.
Yep, there's
I
one
noticed
more
it's
clown
getting
left.
late. Yep. So this one, he shrugs. I'll have to find the phrase I'm looking for here. Actually, you know what? It is in gobbledygook, and he's gonna whisper it to you, Kardak. So I'm just gonna send you a quick message.
Again, I wanted to real quick see if I
you
can
go.
at least hear him mumbling. I don't know what he's saying, obviously, but I just want to hear if he's saying something to you.
And Watcher, since you're here, you also could roll a perception check to see if you hear what this clown is muttering to Kardak.
I have very strong eyeballs.
You're
Alright,
also staring at his back.
perception.
This is more of your ears.
21.
I got an 11.
All right,
I'm fighting right
so
now.
we will have him roll Dex. Well, looks like you
Oh,
whispered a little
man.
too loud because you both hear it. Argyle, you have no idea what it is, but it's something in gobbledygook. Watcher, on the other hand, I'm gonna send you a direct message of what he just said.
Oh, I see.
And he's going to begin attacking Kardak. But that's a natural 1 for 12.
Tell him what he's won.
Oh no. Well, he goes to swing and puts a little too much force into it. Leg muscle. Damn. Ooh, that's gonna smart. His movement speed is now halved. He has disadvantage on any ability check that requires dex and dex saving throws. He can't jump or dash.
Oh, he's got a twisted ankle.
That's the hammy. You hate to see it. Mm-hmm. Right, that is a 24, which will hit. For 5
Kardak's
bludgeoning
down.
damage.
Kardak is down.
Oh.
Don't remember
Well,
taking damage.
with that, I
last
think this is a
session,
great-
though, is the thing.
I mean, did you have
I had
your health
damage.
down for some reason? Did you not restore it to full?
Thought I
You
did.
guys rested, so you would have been at full health.
Because I was also missing spell
So,
slots.
like,
I think.
what? Oh, so you might not have just restored yourself after the rest, then.
Did
so
we do any?
What
Did we
would
do anything that
you-
would have? I'm gonna have to take a look back at the couple of sessions.
Yeah, we had a long rest before this. Cause remember we actually
Yeah, so
talked
you should have been
to
at full health.
Hmm.
Talked to Olga, and then you did her odds and ends quests for her for the Coldstone Screamery,
Mm-hmm.
and you really didn't.
Then
You
we
wouldn't have
came
taken any damage
direct-
from that.
Then we came straight to here, right? Didn't we?
yeah.
Yeah. So what was your health before this started on this map then?
Was that like 20, 25, 26 initially? When I pulled it up?
Okay.
So I should have like... five or
So you
six
should
left.
have like, yeah.
Because my max is
No,
31.
I'll be nice and give you this. Yeah. So I'll be nice and give you the 6. So you should have 6 more health before you go down.
Okay.
And Stumbling Slam, number 3. That's a 17 for.
Matches, but I will...
Welp.
Crazy as it is, I will expend a level 2 spell slot to cast Shield.
Okay. So then you're fine. You won't take that 10 bludgeoning damage. So with that, I think we're going to end the session here. It is getting late for everybody. And we'll pick up this combat once we get to next session.
Draco. Yeah, I do my turn right quick because I
Yes.
will forget what I'm about to do. Because I have to look something up.
Were you just gonna run over and punch
Okay,
that clown
you know
on the
what?
ground?
No.
Oh, okay.
So,
All right. I'll
I would-
allow it.
I looked into the jumping thing. I found a website that calculates the jump distance with Step of the Wind. I can jump 46 feet straight up.
That's wild.
Goddamn!
I can jump into the hole.
Holy crap!
Yeah, actually, yeah. It's like 45 feet up to properly
With a
jump into there, so you most
With
certainly
a
could.
running start,
Uh-huh.
horizontal, your high jump
Oh,
is
hi.
18
Oh.
feet. Horizontal is straight ahead.
Oh, never mind.
And if you're not
Oh,
running,
well.
you can only jump up 9 feet.
Oh, man. Never mind.
Sorry to disappoint.
Okay.
I got it backwards.
It's-
As cool as that
oh,
would have
well.
been,
No worries.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I can wait then.
I don't need the horizontal, but alright. So now with that, we're gonna
Yeah, you
start
would've
going
wanted
around the horn,
vertical.
see how everyone's doing.
Oh, it's with the jump spell. It would have been up to 54.
Yeah, with jump spell, you could make it up to 1. Most likely.
No, it's at 54. I just clicked the button for it.
Ooh.
So yeah, see it. Anyways,
All right, so looks like Milla dropped out, which
oof.
is fair. It's getting late. I don't know if it was Discord being fucky though, because it was being fucky before with him too. So
Probably a combination of like it fucked with him, and he's probably not gonna come back. He's like, I'm tired.
yeah, no, I don't blame him. That's fair. But hey,
Not that I
you can
speak
check
for
out
him or anything.
Millaninja. Thank you, El Robot, for putting in the command. You can catch him all in those places. Let's continue going around the horn. Oshi, how about you? How'd you like tonight's session?
I
Yeah,
enjoyed
how'd you like that session?
I liked tonight's session. It was fun. Wish I have the jump spell on me right now. That would have jumped into the
If
hole,
only.
swinging the stick.
Yeah, Snack's missing all the fun.
It's true. He might have to climb. Which, I mean, he's got enough strength to do it. Just gonna be a long climb.
Too bad the arms of a spider don't give him
Anyway.
spider climb in the process.
Right?
Yeah. I feel like that might be a little overpowered, to be fair. If you got up to 23 strength, another weapon attack, and also spider climb.
There's also a different item for that.
It's true, yeah.
Snack would have been scary then.
Anyway, yeah. Oh, also, anything else you got going on, Hoshi, or is your sister still working on that other art for your channel?
She's still working on that art. I've been nagging her about it for the past month,
Alright.
but she finally got done with the new
No
snack
worries.
art, which will probably be next week, hopefully.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, we'll have to discuss which one you wanted.
It's
Alright,
how the
Moving right
third or
along.
second
What do
one,
you have
honestly.
going on?
Who was that?
Okay. Daluna's next.
Hello, it's level 13, and suddenly, because of the fact that he heard this, Argyle's now kind of suspicious of his cousin doing some shady shit. He's gonna have to figure that out next time. But in the meantime, you can find me
Karmic?
on Twitter at Daluna1338, and on now officially on Blue Sky at Daluna13. I got an invite earlier today.
Oh, that reminds me.
Oh shit! Yeah, that does remind me too.
You can find me also on Twitch and on YouTube at Daluna13. Last night, I officially became the Heart Gold Betty Lock champion. It was really fun playing that. I honestly kind of want us to do that exact same format for the next game. But that won't be till next month because it is the spooky time. We're gonna be doing other things other than Pokemon for the month of October. The streams are going to be on a little bit of a flux because of that, because I don't have to worry about that anymore. So we'll see what we do. I'm gonna definitely follow my socials for that. Follow me on here, and we'll see you later.
All right. Xell, what about you? What do you have going on?
Oh, did you say rabbit? Did you say
Xell?
Oh,
Xell.
me. Sorry, it was
No, I said
kind of cut off
Xell.
there. It's like,
Yeah.
who did he say?
Yeah, I heard an it, and I was just like, either you or me. We're the last two people on this list here. So.
I was gonna say, did Chaco go?
Oh, or Chaco.
No,
or
I
Chaco.
just sort of grabbed at random.
Oh, I
did
thought there was
want
a
Xell
list
to go
thing.
next, but I could do Chaco first.
Oh no, I mean,
Nah, I mean, admittedly, I usually adhere to a certain rhythm, but I'm just sort of going at random tonight.
Look, we're all tired, alright?
Ugh.
I'll let Chaco go because
Yeah.
he sounds more tired and needs to go.
Yeah, that sounds
sooner.
scrunkly.
Alright,
Okay,
so
hi.
Chaco, what do you have going on?
Hi, Twitter, ChocoZombie101, Blue Sky now, ChocoZombie101, here Tuesdays playing Lilith, Wednesdays, me and Daluna tomorrow over Twitch, twitch.tv/TwitchThePerson, Power Ranger, Cyberstrike, Red Ranger. Go.
Very good show.
Alright. And now, Xell.
Greetings and salutations, everyone. I am Xell Namori, your fun-loving nebulous space dragon. Streams are random as usual. You can find me everywhere at Xell Namori. Eventually, hopefully, I'll probably get on the Blue Sky too, along with everyone. Till then, it's only Twitter, Twitch, Instagram. I don't post very often, but when I do, I do interact with people as best as I can. I do variety gaming from the mechas to the RPGs to the puzzle game. I am hopefully going to hear some good news later this week in regards to going off to basic training for the Navy. If I don't, then December is when I will ship out. Oh, for sure. If that is the case, I've got several games ready for the spoopy month. Come check out, have fun. It's a nice community I try to have around. That's me.
Awesome. And hey, Mr. Rabbit, what do you have going on?
Hey, you. My name's Rabbit. I'm a writer and a comedian. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, and Blue Sky. Hey, Mr. Rabbit. Just got done putting 8 VODs up on my YouTube channel, so go ahead and check them out and giggle. Tee-hee, if you want. Tee-hee's optional. I appreciate if you did. I stream Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. You can go ahead and catch me on those days. I stream a variety of things, a lot of things under the sun. So just go ahead and hit me up, and we'll see what we're doing for the day. The 2 main set things really are just horror games on Thursdays and Falcom games on Friday. You have yourself a good day.
I just wanted to hear
Alright, and of course...
Rabbit say something like,
Go ahead.
give me the teehees, or you get the cream pie or something.
Laugh and send me subscriptions or I'll die. Hey, there you go.
Too real. Too real.
Too real, yeah.
Yeah, there's this jingle
But
I
hey,
loved on this
you've
YouTube
already found me
video.
here.
Oh, I did? I did find you?
You did? I'm right here.
Oh,
But,
oh, where you
you
are?
can catch
Didn't
me
mean to
Monday,
cut you off.
Tuesday, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and... Sorry. There's something weird going with Discord, I've noticed.
There really is. There's like
It's
a weird
like,
pause.
I'll hear
Here's
you...
what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna shut up for 1 whole minute. Just go off.
Server mute him, Draco. Server mute him.
Okay.
No.
It's fine. But, hey everyone, you can catch me here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I stream on Mondays. The Metalock is done, so I'm going to be streaming Sinking City next coming Monday. I have to get that all set up, ready to go. I've never played it. I know it is Lovecraftian horror. That is all I know about it. Tuesdays, you can catch our lovely party here as they continue their battle against these vicious clowns. Will they make it out on the top? You'll have to tune in to find out. Wednesdays, you can catch me playing Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. for the very first time. We've made it through the first 2 dungeons, got to get through the next few, see how that goes. Thursdays, you can catch me here with Royal Hoshi. I almost said, hey, Mr. Rabbit. I guess I'm tired, too. With Royal Hoshi, looking at me, Lost Knights, Rod and Rod, Onyx Locket, as they go through Odyssey of Rhapsody of Fire. They're going to be heading to the Garden of Helios, where the sun god Helios resides. Will Helios be willing to part with the Dragon Lord's instant fortress? And what will Alu learn about the exile of his family from the sun god? You'll have to tune to find out. And last, certainly not least, Friday you'll catch me in Daluna playing Kingdom Hearts, Birth by Sleep. We're going to be going through both Deep Space and Olympus with Vent and see what he gets up to. But with all that said and done, I've got the quote of the session before we figure out who we're going to raid, which goes to Watcher for he's learned many new things, like the human common saying, well, I've seen some shit. But now, let us find our raid target. Who is Leve?
Caitlin's on with Slime Rancher. Slime Rancher 2.
Lamp is Slime Rancher. Good old Slime Rancher.
You got the Boobs McBallrug.
Bosco doing the Halos, Colonel Sheru, Bracky, the usual casting crew, Beowulf, MG McFly.
So, I went to look at who I
Ah,
have that's
okay.
live, and a streamer that's been off for a while, a friend of mine, Onyx Strider, is live, so I would like to raid him since he's been gone for a bit.
Sounds good to me.
Sounds
What
well.
would we like our raid message to be?
I just like, well, I've seen some shit.
That works.
Seen some shit, man.
Or,
I've seen some
or
shit,
we
man.
could say, send in the clowns.
Everything's fine
Do
with
you like sending
contact.
clowns?
Pro. Clown Nation.